Welcome everyone to the World FIDE Corporate Chess Championship 2025. Today is the day of semifinals and finals, and we thought let's stream it. It's happening in the same place as the FIDE World Cup, and some amazing teams are taking part in this event. 4 teams have finished as the semifinalists. There were 12 teams, top 2 in each group, 6 in one group, and the two teams who are facing off against each other in one semifinals is Morgan Stanley versus Google, and the other one is Deloitte versus Greco. Greco is a law firm, very strong one. It actually scored 20 out of 20 in the group stages, so it is definitely the favorite. Let's look at what's happening in the playing hall. Right now, the players are all ready. You can see the 2 semifinals have been set up on 4 boards and a handshake, and we are live. Let's go. This is super exciting here, and the game has started. I believe there could be a small lag and delay in the moves coming in, but right now we can see that, oh yes, we have the moves right now. Let's start from the first semifinals. We have Morgan Stanley taking on Google. Okay. Morgan Stanley has a very, very strong board number 1. Peter Aksh is playing on board 1. And we can see that he's opened the game with 1 e4. Now Morgan Stanley, by the way, the time control is 10 minutes plus 3 seconds increment. e4, e5, knight to f3, knight c6. And we have the Rui Lopez here on the board. Knight to f6 and castles has been played here. Guys, d4 here, the Berlin. Oh my god, we are going for the Berlin. Black is from Google. He's an IM rated 2355. Ritwars Raimanis. And let's see how he manages to do here. And by the way, in the chat, we have a lot of people who are tuning in. Guys, how are you? Oops. Yes, and so nice to see everyone here tuning in. And we have the very, very popular opening, which is the Berlin. Bishop d7 played by Raimanis, and h3 by Peter Aksh. h6, a3 is a slightly interesting move. Maybe stopping bishop b4 here. And this is the live board right now. Maybe we can also have the camera of Morgan Stanley versus Google. That would be very cool to see, and then when we'll go to the other semifinals, we can shift it there. Let's go to the next one, which is Joshua Sheng versus Ravi Khanna. Now, Ravi Khanna is from India, and he is quite a decent player, but his opponent is a GM. Okay, this is not going to be easy. And Ravi opens the game with e4 and plays this c3. Guys in the chat, a question to you. If I take knight e4, why would this be a terrible move? Let's go. And Narayanan S says, Arey, thank you, Narayanan S. Thank you for being here. If anyone is from these companies, please do mention in the chat. It would be wonderful if you are rooting for your team members there. And would be very nice to see. Yes, the move here is the very, very cool Queen a4. Yes, creative Kavish. Well done. Maruti, you are right. And you drop the knight on e4. So that would not be a good idea. g6 was played. Castles, bishop g7. Pawn to d3 by Ravi. Castles, bishop g5. Here, maybe putting the bishop on g5, not a great idea because, you know, the bishop, you don't want to be giving it up. So he goes bishop g5, knight c6. Knight to a3 played here. And now rook to b8. The idea of this move is to go b5, b4. You can see Joshua, a strong player here, making all the logical ideas, while Ravi makes a very interesting move to trade the bishops. Bishop h6, b4, takes, and knight to c4 has been played here. And we reach at this position. I think not a bad position for white. Black is slightly better here, and maybe the game goes on here. Let's go to the third board. We have Yuri. Wolovsky versus Peter Lizak. That's happening here. And very soon we will be having co-commentators joining in. So in this board, we have e4, knight c6, knight f3, g6, played by Yuri and Peter Lizak. Well, he's someone whom I've actually played before. It's so nice to see him representing Morgan Stanley. He's here. And we have quite an interesting battle here. Yuri Wolvowski is actually unrated, and he's taking on an IM. So I'm quite interested to see how this game goes. Castles, pawn takes here, a6 played, and white has already begun with an attack here in this position. g5, maybe, Director Saab, if we can also switch on one of the televisions here later, that would be very cool. So if someone comes in to watch, could be nice. So knight g3 played in this position, and Yuri has a question whether he should take here on g3 or not. Very difficult, because if he takes, hg3 will open up the h file. Clearly Morgan Stanley is doing well on the third board. Going now to the game between David Moskowitz and Gia Derrick. In this game, we had e4 by Gia, and David Moskowitz plays the Scandinavian, and c4. I haven't seen this move often. This is quite an interesting approach. He has weakened the d4 square considerably in this position. But let's see how the game goes now. e5. Actually, these battles are interesting from the perspective of how a higher rated player takes advantage of small mistakes that are made. The pawn on d3 is under pressure, and Google is in trouble here. Knight to c3, maybe you can even chop off the pawn. Why not? Black will be pawn up. So if you look here, we have the bars at the bottom of our screen. Peter Aksh is perhaps slightly worse, but okay, around equal. Already Sheng is quite better against Ravi. That's Morgan Stanley. And then Peter Lizak, slightly better with the white pieces. And we already have Moskowitz David, who's considerably better. So Morgan Stanley is looking very strong. Now let's go to the other semifinals. In the other semifinals, we have Deloitte versus Greco. Now, Greco team, too good. I am pretty sure they will make it to the finals. But if Deloitte manages to beat them, it will be a huge upset here. And here you can see, in this game, we have Volodymyr Onishchuk. I can't believe that he's playing here. He's 2600 rated. And in fact, he works for the Greco law firm. In 2015 in Mets Open, I actually played with him. He was 2650 back then. Hasn't dropped much rating, but has become a professional law expert there, which is amazing. He has played knight f3, g3, and I think he has a decent position. His opponent is an IM, so this is not going to be an easy game for Onishchuk. But going to the second game, again a well-matched battle between Valery Grinev and Rafael Lagunov. And in this position, it's right out of the Catalan kind of a setup. Bishop on h7, slightly weird there. Knight to c4. I love white's position because white is trying to put pressure with knight e5, activating the bishop. We have here Ari Dale versus Sergei Pavlov. That's also a very interesting game. By the way, if you would ever like to... Ketty, if you would ever like to join, please, whenever you are there. Yes, you can come from this side. We have a chair here. We'll get a mic. Yeah, going full. Sorry? 3, can we, by 3 ke liye kar sakte? We'll have 3. We'll get 2 more amazing commentators joining us here. Pavlov Sergey versus Ari Dale right now on your screen is the board, but we are full screen. We can see here the entire playing hall. On the back row behind is the Greco versus Deloitte game. Right near you is the game between Morgan Stanley and Google. Would Alois be right?
Yeah.
Or how?
No, Alois, but you can shorten. Alois is fine.
Alois,
Alois is awesome.
Okay, we have two amazing people here joining in. We have Keti Satsalashvili here and Alois Yankovic. Hello, guys.
Hello, good morning. Good morning, Sagar.
Hello, Sagar. You are the one amazing. Come on. What you're doing, this is awesome.
No, thank you so much for joining. This is so good because we have like incredible teams. 4 teams who are playing here. We have the Morgan Stanley, Google, Deloitte, and Greco team. Guys, it seems like in the semifinals, first semifinals, Morgan Stanley seems to be doing really well against Google.
Oh yeah, and they actually did fantastic also in the qualifiers. They only lost last match, and it was a huge battle as well. So their team is well packed.
Right, and I think the second semifinal seems more close in that sense between Greco and Deloitte. Katie, maybe you'll have to speak closer to the mic, both of you. Yeah.
Well, in Deloitte, Sagar, we do have only one, the woman on the last board.
Oh, let's look at that one.
And she's the only female participant in this edition.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Katla is from Iceland, and she's a very, I would say, positive person, optimistic, and yeah, who knows, maybe she will become a hero of her team.
Yeah.
Wow, and she's playing right now. And she has a decent position, actually, with the white pieces.
Yeah, she's quite experienced as player. These days she's working full time, but before the event she played European Team Championship and European Club Cup as well. So she has been practicing quite a lot recently, and also preparing. Right, you need to prepare for your game. So I would not be surprised if she's doing really good. But she has to take care of her time. Right, 3 minutes 40 seconds against 6 minutes 30 seconds.
Yeah.
The time can be a big issue here.
Yeah, this can be definitely an issue, but her position is pretty good.
So, Sagar, she will go G3, F4 at some stage?
I think G3, F4 looks like a great idea.
To take some space, to exchange over the D file, and then slowly bring the king to E3 in the center. So this is some kind of concept. So let's see, will this happen?
Yeah. And maybe, Alois, you will also have to come like really close to the mic so
I
that
will.
our viewers online.
First timers here. We don't know how it looks.
Never
But,
mind.
like I like this. I always wanted to sit here, guys,
Yeah.
because I love your commentary. It's so
Well,
cool.
Katie, it's amazing that we managed to do this, and even today evening would be wonderful to have you here.
Absolutely.
But going to the top board clash between Google and Morgan Stanley, we have Peter Aksh, who's a tremendous grandmaster, maybe the coach of the Hungarian national team. He's right now playing this Berlin with white, seems to have a good position.
Yeah, he's very experienced. I played against him twice. Once with the black pieces, it was raw. With the white pieces, I overpushed. And he's a very stable player, very strategical. He was 26-30, something like that. And there was famous and memorable games. Guys, you can check it against Luke Van Valley in Wykenzie. He developed fantastically in the opening and scored a masterpiece. So check that game, Luke Van Valley versus Peter Ach. It was Wykenzie. I showed this game to Pragnananda yesterday, and Prague was also impressed by the tactics, and it was really like a masterpiece. So check that game. This is a memorable game.
Oh, that's fantastic. You can really surprise these days. top grandmasters with tactics. Can do that.
So if we look here, guys, then Peter Aksh is slightly better. Sheng Joshua is winning against Ravi Khanna. He has like complete control over the position, which means Morgan Stanley already has like advantage on board 1, winning on board 2. On board 3, it seems unbelievable that Peter Lizak, who's an IM, is kind of struggling against Yuri Wolwowski. I don't know if you guys know how strong he is.
I I don't really have much of the information about this player.
I can
Alessia.
say a little bit more about Petr Lizak, because I heard that you played against Kim Shagar. He's
Yes.
a very good player, stable player, but sometimes he tends to spend a lot of time. He's a more strategical player, and this position seems to be very sharp. And if he drops to like less than 2 minutes, anything can happen in this game. And as you mentioned, Sagar, this game might be critical, and Google has a chance to level the situation.
If Google wins here, then everything goes to board number 4. Although on board 4, Gia Derek is not in a great position against Moskowitz. He is clearly better. So Morgan Stanley clearly the favorites in this encounter. Let's go to the second semifinal, because I feel this is very close. We have Onishchuk versus Kolosowski, which is kind of even. I mean, end game, grinding. I don't think we can decide who's going to get better. Even the second board, Lagunov versus Grinev is better, but the big encounter is actually Sergey, who's actually slightly better against Harry Dale here. And on the last board, we have maybe Helgerdur. I don't know. It seems like slightly better against Mali.
Yeah, king is coming to e3. This e6 is as a bad pawn. As Nigel Short always says, it's good to have islands if you're Minister of Tourism of Greece. But if you're a chess player, you should have connected pawn structure, so islands doesn't help.
Ooh, I love this move, bishop d3.
Oh,
She's
it's
going to
convenient.
bishop g6 to control e8 square, f7 square as well. Also guarding the pawn on h5. That's a beautiful move.
Yeah, I think here is very important. Will White manage to exchange one pair of rooks when then king is feeling much safer when it comes to e3. This rook on c3 is misplayed at the moment, so it's very important for White to find a way how to
Break it.
exchange.
I like rook e3, just rook c2 e3, maybe d3 even now, and somewhere to play b3 c4 to to annoy black and to push, allow him to make some moves like b5, and maybe this will create more weaknesses on the dark squares.
Right. So if this game is now turning into even, then perhaps Greco has a huge advantage in this match, because Sergey Pavlov is kind of clinching this one with the white pieces. It's actually quite a big advantage. Do you think any chances for black here?
Yeah, there are always chances because there are less than 2 minutes. What I can see on cameras, they are super focused. You can see that players are really there. And tension is raising.
Tension was so high compared to the other 2 days when everyone was more, they were chit-chatting, they were smiling. We were joking, but today they were so focused. And have you noticed that they were just standing in groups only?
And what's funny, for example, Deloitte, they didn't know each other prior to this event. So one came from Australia, other came from Iceland. So it's cool, and they managed to build this team atmosphere. So team spirit is high. Now I think it's more like who is in better shape, who is maybe more tricky than the quality of the position. Because even in this position, anything can happen. You see, White is burning a lot of time.
Yeah.
Now getting less than 2 minutes. So what is White calculating? If he takes on c3.
I mean, taking on c3 seems logical, but maybe thinking about bringing the queen back and attacking the knight and the other knight on e5. But taking here cd, and it seems like after something like bishop h6, White should be clearly better. So Pavlov Sergey can get that critical win for Team Greco, because on other boards, it's actually quite even here. Although Valery Grinev is slowly starting to put pressure with bishop b4.
Oh, if I see this position, like I would like White.
Because the pawn is here.
Yeah.
And Ketty, you
Closer
love to
the
attack.
king. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but those knights, come on, take a look. If this knight jumps somehow g5 at some stage and other knight to e5, who knows? But here it's very concrete.
Trading the queens actually. So here.
Oh, Sagar, you know what? If you move the rook d3, rook e8 was just trapping the queen.
Oh, beautiful.
Right?
That's so quickly spotted here.
Bravo, Katie.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Morning,
Very good. Good
everyone.
blitz player. Good blitz player.
Can't believe at 10 a.m. you are so sharp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay, so this one definitely he had to trade queens, and now black. Ooh, black decided not to trade queens, but white did it.
Oh, knight
Maybe
g5.
knight-
Why
Knight
not
g5 was
that?
probably.
Very
And
nice.
you know what? Like, you can always give a chance to checkmate with knight f7 somewhere.
Exactly.
In that position. Like, why not?
This would
Okay,
have
but
been-
still, it's not so simple. Okay, exchanges.
yes.
Now
Yep.
there's a knight f5.
It's still much better, of course, but I can imagine some bishop takes d5. Okay, now he
Ooh,
didn't
he's
allow.
going
And
after
then
the
two
bishop.
knights, some blockade.
I love knight on g5.
Okay,
Maybe
knight to
another
e5.
knight e5.
It can be tricky. This is not so simple, but this bishop g8 is very
I don't
good
know.
move.
I love white's position here. These knights are so
Yeah,
tricky.
bishop
in
goes to
blitz.
d5. This is the issue.
Right. So this one is looking very solid for black guys on the. Oh, by the way, we have a result.
Yes.
We have Greco who scored the first win here. Maybe it was not a premature resignation by Ari Dale from Deloitte. So Greco scores the first point here, which is great news for their team. Is there any board where Deloitte can make a comeback? Can the fourth board, Helgerdur, score that 1 point?
Yeah, I don't like this rook on h1. It should not be there. Should not be there.
Yeah, if she managed to exchange it, then
With rookie one.
yeah, but rook h2 will be played, and then black will press over the second rank. But still, it's very complicated.
Right. But even like the team of Greco, it seems like even if they played the Olympiad, they might do well, yeah? It's quite a strong team.
But you know
Very
what's funny?
strong.
You're ChessBase India, right? When you go to ChessBase and when you turn on the database and check the first games, you could find first games from whom? From Greco. This
Yes.
is Italian player, the oldest one.
Is the firm named after him?
No, I don't know. Probably
Maybe.
not. It's just a funny coincidence. But there were like Italian
Yeah.
games. I think only Italian games. Like
All
Greco,
these beautiful tactics.
15th
and the
century or
miniatures,
something
yeah.
like that. So Greco, it's like important name in chess. So is it a draw? Rook c3 here.
Rook c3, important move to be
Okay,
played
black
here.
has chances. Black
But
should say.
just 10 seconds here for the white player, and she plays rook c3.
Rook c3.
Wow, that's amazing.
We could see her on the camera.
Yes.
Our up left.
And she's decided to play maybe rook c3. If you trade the rooks, I think this could
Yeah.
be a drawn endgame.
Yes.
By the way, in our first semifinals, we have 2 wins for Morgan Stanley. Joshua Sheng managed to beat Ravi Khanna, and Peter Lizak also managed to beat Yuri Volvovsky. So right now 2-0 in the favor of Morgan Stanley. On top board, it's still quite interesting. If Google can get 1 point here, that could be nice.
Very important game for Google. They need to not to lose this
Rook
one.
f8.
Oh, by the way, guys, unbelievable. Is this score correct? Gia Derrick won?
Oh,
No way. I can't believe
Ah,
that.
wait.
Maybe it's the wrong result.
or timeout. Let's see.
Rook h5.
No, this is
This
probably
may be
wrong.
some mistake.
Yeah.
I think it's just black won, right?
Yeah, black
David
won.
Moskovich would have won. So that would seal the match for Morgan Stanley. It would be the third win. And so the first game becomes kind of irrelevant in that sense. Although there is a second match that will happen between the same
Yes,
teams.
yes.
But the game points don't count, I believe.
No. If in case of even they're playing this Armageddon
Yes.
between one pair of players. So what's going on here?
Only
Black is
Shuk.
pushing, or
Yeah, I think black seems to be slightly has the initiative, but the knight on d3 is wonderful.
but they are super low on time.
Yeah, 9 seconds.
They're just playing on increment now.
Ooh,
Rook d2,
blunder.
yeah. Black is winning now.
Right, he went king f3 instead of king e1 here, and rook d2. The knight is in trouble,
Yeah, where it will go?
and he took.
To talk to pawn.
Yeah, now it's dead lost. Maybe rook d3, rook g3, yeah. Okay.
By the way,
Wait, what
king
happened?
he played king e5.
and then
Although rook d3 check followed by
Rook
taking
d3,
on
yeah.
g3 would
Looks-
have been cleaner.
Okay.
And
Still
now,
is better for black. Let's see. Yep. But now
ooh, a draw could happen here.
king d5, king c4 will happen. He will collect some pawns.
And c7
rook
falls.
c6, important move. But still, yesterday we had a nice lecture by none other than Levon Renan himself. So he was showing some puzzles. He was showing some rook's endgames. So now I'm very ready and sharp for rook's endgames.
yeah. He gave us, I think, more than half an hour of masterclass.
I think it was even 1 hour.
1
so
hour,
it
yeah.
Wow.
was
And that too after losing to Arjun. That just shows unbelievable spirit of Levon. By the way, this game ends in a draw, which means that Greco team has won because on board 2 we had Grinev winning, on board 3 we had Pavlov winning. Now all action on the last board here, but black
Wait, can I just...
seems to
Oh.
have won
it's
this
lost.
end game.
It's lost
because-
for white.
Yeah. Just
But guys, why don't I just push b6 instead?
when?
After bishop d3
A b6, but then take.
and b7.
Okay, promote the queen, and then we will have
extra
king will
bishop,
hide.
yeah.
King will hide somewhere.
Yeah.
Bishop d3.
It will be
probably,
longer
yeah.
game,
and
yeah.
Queen.
Yeah.
Okay, and we also have the top board clash still going on between Raimanis and
Rook
Peter
f8.
Aksh. Oh,
I
by
think
the way,
it's
this
over.
happened.
No,
This
rook
happened,
f8.
yeah.
Now white is winning.
Yeah, White actually converted this into a win.
Wow.
Oh,
So actually a clean sweep by Morgan Stanley, 4-0 victory.
Yeah, that's what they were doing the other days as well. They're a very, very well settled team, actually.
Right, and for Greco, it was a 3.5 victory. So that means that actually we will have one more match with the same teams in the semi-finals if they can make a comeback. But it looks difficult right now. There are two clear favorites already.
yeah, I see disappointment on the camera. I see that Ritvar's board number 1 after losing against Ach. He stood up and he was really disappointed. But yeah, another match will start very soon. And you need to win it 2.5. Shagar, you don't need to win 4-0
Exactly.
to get the chance to move on to finals. So 1 win and 3 draws and you're fine.
Yeah.
Talking about Morgan Stanley, they do have in the company more than 1,000 people playing chess.
Really?
Yes.
Oh
They have they have a lot of
If
people.
we are in India, we should be careful with numbers because if we say 1,000 in India, we expected 1 million.
That's what we have, 1,000 grandmasters. Thank you very much.
How many subscribers you have ChessBase India?
No,
on
I
YouTube?
mean, we have decent, but actually 1,000 in Morgan Stanley
To play chess
is actually not, even for an Indian company, I think that's a really good number.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
Very
and they have, of course, these players around the world. And in the talks, they just mentioned that this is such a good chance to connect people. And someone from US, someone from Europe, someone also from India, they picked up the best players, actually.
oh, wow.
Yeah.
So actually they kind of, it's not like from one office that all the players are.
No, they are from different. Like
so
as we
nice.
can see the lineup, we have all the countries here, and we have few of them just repeating, like few of them. We have Greco. I think Greco is the one who has all the people, all the players from Ukraine.
Right. So
Yeah,
it's a
this is the-
Ukraine company, Greco, and all from Ukraine. But if we look at Google, we have Raimanis, who is from Latvia. We have Ravi Khanna, who is from India. We have Wolwowski, who is from US here. And then we have Gia Derek, who is from Canada. So
Canada,
all
yeah.
4 different countries.
Very nice.
Yeah, and
Very
in
nice.
case of Google, they have at this moment 2,500 active players.
Wow.
And they are having weekly tournaments.
Oh my God.
Weekly online tournaments, and they also mentioned that they have over the board tournaments in the company, but once in a week they have the international tournament as well. This is how seriously they are taking chess.
That's unbelievable. Like being so active in chess, and at least I am kind of covering chess for so many years. I was not aware that Google has such a good chess culture.
Yes.
Yeah, but that means that they believe that chess is very good for their employees. As we are promoting these chess and business values, I'm pretty sure that investing in employees, investing in their chess life will benefit them for future, because they will get employees who are ready to solve problems, who are creative, who know how to think, to have a broader picture about scenario analysis and so on. So I believe that that's a really good step, and that other companies will follow. We have Tech Mahindra here. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it to the semi-final, but they are also connected a lot with chess, and their employees, I had a feeling when I met them that they are really eager to even improve, and to as they mentioned, to come with like 3-4 teams maybe next year.
That's
so that's
cool.
something which is very, very positive.
So this World Corporate Championship, which is being held, all the teams had to qualify, right, to reach here, which means that in the subsequent year, which is the next year, companies can actually make their own teams and take part in this event, right?
Yeah. Like, in fact, my company, which I just joined to my company, MFI, they are planning to have 2 teams for the next edition.
2 teams?
Yes, 2 teams. These companies are planning the events like a year before, And some of the companies here, I think it was UBS, they said like we had 2 teams. The others has not qualified, but next year we hope that it's going to be 2 of us, because we have Deloitte having 2 teams here at this competition. So this is like so serious for them.
Yeah, if I can just add that we have like really important teams. When you say Microsoft, when you say Google, when you say Deloitte, it's a really, really serious thing. But also there are a lot of companies, like Kathy has mentioned, a little bit smaller entities, but also quite important for chess development. So I would love to see more also some smaller entities, but also very valuable for chess world.
Yeah, absolutely. More very interesting story from one of the companies. This is JP Morgan. They actually have a chess club.
Oh.
They have several chess clubs, and they are already running for 3 years, and training, playing, just enjoying. They are also watching a lot of tournaments.
They actually missed the qualification by a very small margin, right? They were facing Google, and last, if they would have won like 3.5, they would have qualified to the semis, but they won 2.5, 1.5.
It was very close. But anyway, who loses and not qualifies here, there are plenty things to do. They can follow a World Cup, they can follow your commentary. They could enjoy last night a very special evening with possibility to play chess together with Aronian, with Hampi Koneru, who was there? Nodiberg was there. Yakuboyev was there.
Sagar was there.
So yeah, I think it's for them. It's a memorable experience. We will have also a quiz today.
Oh.
There is one question with ChessBase India.
Really?
Yeah. So you can join us as well. So
what time is the quiz?
It will be in afternoon,
okay.
Local time, around 5. This is the plan. So there is also World Cup tie breaks, but we will follow. There will be also TV around. There are many side events. I'm pretty sure that even if you lose, that you will go home very happy.
So nice.
Yeah, it is actually very nice vibes here among the participants. Very, very positive atmosphere. But I think another factor is that the place itself. It's a very vibrant place. People like to enjoy the swimming pool, because in Europe or in Canada or in US, it's cold now, and they have this opportunity to enjoy the weather, a little bit of sun as well. And many of them were just taking trips to the the other part of the Goa. So I think so far everyone is so happy.
So nice. That's so wonderful. And also, by participating here, I feel that a team can also become the world corporate champion. That's definitely something to sort of flaunt, yeah? That your company is the world champion.
Shall we call it the smartest company in the world?
Yeah.
Smartest chess company.
Yes.
That's how we call.
Yeah, actually, it's so cool, right? Like this entire initiative by FIDE. I think the first edition was held last year. Was it, or was it even before? Because I know it happened in New York.
Yeah.
During this.
Hosted, yeah.
Yes.
So last year was second edition. Now in Goa, this is our third edition. But the first edition was online. So that's why, it was during these pandemic times and we were getting slowly back to the overboard chess. But basically the first over the board was in New York at Wall Street. It was also a fantastic place. The same place as the World Drop It and Blitz. Also... there was actually the location when the main sponsor of World Drop It and Blitz, Freedom Finances, decided that they're going to have more events in this area, and it's going to be World Drop It and Blitz. So the events like this are so important because more and more supporters and more companies are coming to chess.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant, this initiative. I can literally sense that in India, there are so many companies who are interested in chess. And now with this entire event that is being formed, the World Corporate Championship, along with its qualifiers, it gives the companies something to look forward to build a chess club, to practice for it, and eventually meet like-minded people across the world.
Yeah, to invest in your employees, to connect, as you mentioned, to make some networking. And I believe that the next event we could see more like CEOs of companies coming to see how their employees doing and to feel this atmosphere. I believe that this will happen. Of course, we should mix a combination of online, because by online it's much easier to enter, much easier to play. But then for sure we should also put focus on more over the board events.
Yeah, if someone is watching right now and is curious how to do this, and maybe I can find 4 people in my company to join, it is so simple. You just need to be just following all the social media of FIDE, because we are announcing the tournament. Anyone can join. There is a qualifiers, online qualifiers, and we do have usually 8 teams. Who qualifies to the final, and all the costs for those teams are covered by FIDE. We have also wild cards, and also this edition, and I think from now on it will be that any company who wants to play, they can actually just pay entry fee, come here and enjoy. So we are flexible.
We are flexible, but I see that second round is slowly coming. So let's see.
Go.
Let's see the action.
Second games have begun here, and we already have the players who are taking their chairs. Definitely important games for Google and Deloitte, who want to make a comeback against their opposing teams. Not going to be easy, because but if they manage to kind of get that win in, we will have 1-1 and then a sudden death, which is, I think, a draw of lots.
No, we want sudden death.
Or all play, or is it like...
No, one. It's like in the Global Chess League, drawing on lots. Which pair of pairs we play? Is it the board number 4, board number 3, or board number 2, and so on? Yeah, I'm really like...
Oh, they handshake? They're starting much earlier than the time.
Any change in their lineup? Do you see? I don't see.
No.
It's more or less the same.
Same lineup, yeah.
Do you know, guys, like when we opened the rounds today, it was early. It was much early. And now they also started 1 minute earlier. And somehow I felt that they were so ready to start the game. All of them were already seated. And we were like, okay, let's start. We are ready. And same happened now. They started a minute earlier. This is so cool. Very nice.
Sagar, we have really now in this game, we have a really complicated position. This is one of the most complicated in chess, Botvinnik line. I don't know how many hours, for example, a player like Drev has spent, Shirov.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
I actually
crazy.
saw a video by Shiro where he knew everything in this line, like 30 moves ahead into theory. So very sharp, but maybe instead of 97 here, Peter Aksh goes for bishop e7.
This is the sideline. Now you take. Also possible was bishop e3 was possible instead of taking. This is something people play more. But okay, you can take here, and I think queen d2 or something. Okay, g3 also as well.
And
He wants to transpose to the main line. No, to the main line, which goes knight d7, bishop b7, and then the c5, d5, and so on.
right, and now the threat
Knight
very well could be
Yes.
knight takes pawn, so perhaps
A6
a6 is likely, and
Knight
knight a6.
a6. Ooh. Can I
Okay.
take this pawn on b5?
Yeah, I guess so, right?
Wait, knight b4. No. What do I do
Maybe he
here?
actually wants to sacrifice stuff, yeah? Takes knight b4, so that if you take on a8, there is knight d3 followed by almost a mate here.
Bravo,
Or it's
Sagar.
actually a mate.
Bravo. You are also sharp in the morning. Very good.
So
Wow.
I think this is all preparation for Peter Aksh, and he's showing why he's such a strong player, even though not a professional chess player anymore, but still very well prepped up.
He played very fast this knight a6, so...
Yeah, look at
he
this,
knows
it's
it.
happening.
It's happening.
Yeah, this is what is on the board right now.
Oh, wow.
So knight b4, and I'm pretty sure white will castle here. So this game, very interesting. Let's go to the second board. This is where I think Google has to be careful. Ravi Khanna is definitely facing an opponent who is 500 points above him.
And the Grandmaster. Oh, wow.
This
Look at
g4
this.
is not so common. So
By Joshua,
well,
yeah?
Yeah, he wants to go knight e5 h4, I believe.
And why is Ravi thinking here? I mean, he can just play bishop
Yeah,
g6.
bishop g6 is necessary.
So
But
play
this is
the-
not so common for white. What is he up to?
And then just bd6, and black seems to be doing pretty well.
Yeah.
Okay, so this
Is he
looks...
think, oh, no, he has to make a move. He has to make a move.
Has to play quickly, but
Yeah.
sometimes I guess maybe he's already played bishop g6. We have some moves, but it's not updated. Let's go to the next board. This is another sharp Karo Khan here by Peter Lizak.
And white came prepared.
It's unbelievable. This guy, Yuri, who is an unrated player, doesn't have a rating, is giving a tough fight to an IM.
Yeah. I think he Googled what to play here with white.
Okay, so here queen a4, you can see like the queen is hanging on d8. But can black just play queen c7, bishop e7? Looks fine.
Yeah, queen should be moved. Maybe even to b6.
Queen b6, and black is slightly better in this position. Let's go to Gia Derek versus David Moskovich.
Oh, this is a famous King's Indian attack. Bobby Fischer sort of invented.
Yeah.
And now this h5, knight g4, everyone likes this.
Yeah.
And now after pawn h4, the main question is, are you stopping that pawn march with h6 or you allow it? And this will be a critical test to see the approach. Usually they allow it, which is not so simple to play, to have pawn on h6. But I'm curious, what will black do?
You know, guys, I was struggling very much in this type of positions. And I was losing so many games. I just called to my coach and I asked how to deal with it. And he told me, don't castle on the short side. Just keep the king in the center, and the moment white starts to push, just go on the long side. And it's kind of helped me actually to at least not
put the pawn
not
back.
to push not to push
B6.
and then to push h6 g5 yourself also on the other side to open up the position.
I have a feeling that David Moskovich will kind of make a brilliancy today with this game with the white pieces. He'll try to attack here. So looking quite good for Morgan Stanley. We go to the second semi-finals here. Deloitte versus Greco.
I wanted to add that in the first game, Onischuk was playing against the opponent who is taking his way of play. So you see now this is a similar structure. Onischuk is a master in those pierce defenses, King's Indian setups, especially when the D takes E5 happens.
So this is what has happened here already, and
it's like in the first game.
Correct. The game one ended in a draw between them.
Yeah.
So it'll be a strong fight here between them. And going to the next one, we have Lagunov playing against Grinev, and seems like a pretty fine position for black as well, but white is slightly pushing here.
Which opening was that? It was maybe Albin counter gambit?
Yes, you are right. Wow, well guessed
Wow.
there.
Okay.
Can you?
I knew the structure a bit.
A5.
Yes,
E5,
knight takes E5, and now you can. Okay, take on D4. This is known. Takes, E3. Yep. Knight. Okay, bishop E2. Yep.
And maybe
it's always slightly better for white, but still is playable for black. Yesterday, by the way, in this game, we played Kathy's team versus my team. It was actually in the end became a Levon Aronian's team.
Annie Aronian's team.
Yes, exactly.
The wife
we were
took
like
over.
switching by making each move. Also, Sagar was making few moves. But what I appreciate the most is that Lukas Turlev, FIDE General Secretary, made this E5 in the opening Budapest Gambit, and then whole game became like
all
super,
the fun
super
started.
interesting.
Yeah.
So I like this E5. Also, Albin counters Gambit.
You know, guys, how about I go G4 here? If you move the knight, I play knight D4, and I want to get this knight on C6 square.
nice.
Bravo,
Looks like a
Katie.
great move.
Bravo, Katie.
So here,
Very good.
either we take, but we could also just move in, and also
Yeah.
some pressure there. So looking good.
Yes, exactly.
And what about the game between Pavlov and
Oh,
Ari
this is, for example, it can be Ivan Sokolov versus Peter Leko 15 years ago in White Can Z. Maybe the same position.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, and it was won by Leko. He played this knight h5, and then showed some fantastic analysis. By the way, Peter is around.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Oh, he was with us yesterday as well at the party.
Yeah,
So
great
if we
player.
take knight takes, yeah?
Yeah,
To
and
control D5.
exchanging pieces helps the side with who's playing against the isolated pawn.
But like I have to just mention that Eliza just sees the game, and while
Yeah.
I'm counting the pieces, it's like, oh, this has been played in 1990 by this and this and this time, and I'm like,
come on,
what?
Katie. Yeah, I know
I'm still
something,
counting pieces.
Yeah, but you also bring some added value to yours, so it's not just about the memory. I just want to add there was a funny remark by Aaron Imcich, who said that isolated pawn is a dangerous criminal who should be restricted and not allowed to move. So
Yeah.
this is the point. You see that black is trying to get an extra control in front of the pawn. So D5 square is the crucial square in isolated pawn structures.
Right. So at this point, maybe we can see that black is having slightly better side of this position, understanding the structure better and playing well. So that's great for Greco team. And we have Alexei Mali, who is putting pressure here in the second game, but definitely chances are there for black as well.
Okay, this game is interesting, where white is
Winning a
trying
pawn.
to lock to play against this bishop on c6. This f3 e4 is typical way how you deal against this bishop on the diagonal, and this bishop can become a bad piece. So this b4 was maybe rightly played.
To get the bishop
Yes.
out from here.
Yeah, she will be a pawn down. But okay, this is a rapid, anything can happen, but again, she's burning a lot
of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, Deloitte needs to do something here if they want to beat the Greco team. We have the bars, by the way, on the bottom. We have a scorecard as well. That's amazing. First match was 4-0 won by Morgan Stanley
Wow.
against
4-0.
Google. and Greco had a 3.5 victory over Deloitte. And by the way, you can see here that actually Peter Aksh already got an advantage in board 1. Sheng is better, although and David is doing well. So we have 3, but David is on board 4, and we have Peter Lizak, who is playing here. Actually, on all boards, it seems like Morgan Stanley is doing really well.
It's huge advantage. +2, +3. We know all that. Okay, +1 can be playable. For example, in this game of Helga, but +2, +3, it's really a lot.
Right, right. And so it seems like Morgan Stanley is going to go through to the finals. Maybe the most exciting game at this point is definitely this encounter between Ari Dale and Pavlov Sergey. Although Black hasn't made a move for a long time now. Thinking about what to do.
Okay, he probably thinking either to exchange or play some queen b6 and then wait for white to
takes.
Okay, he took.
Takes, but somehow.
But it will be very hard to convert. Your maximum is 4 against 3 in some endgame.
Also, the c5 square is a bit weak.
Yeah.
So maybe white
You're having a nice position. You might be slightly better.
Knight f5, and then after knight c5, we put queen d5 in this diagonal to replace the
Rook
bishop.
e5 probably comes, kicking the queen. Okay, still, knight on f5 is very nice. Queen d2 will follow,
Attacking the knight here. White and Black playing really well, maintaining the balance in this position as we go to the top board clash between Onishchuk and Kolosowski. I think a lot to learn for everyone from how Black plays such positions, but perhaps White is not doing so badly. The bishop on d3 looks a bit weird, but does control, defend the e4 pawn.
Yeah, here White exchange the fianchetto bishop, which is something we need maybe to point out. The bishop is actually, the bishop of g7 was not super strong.
Yeah.
But the point is always, I don't know, 9 out of 10 times if you exchange fianchetto bishop of the opponent, you will have some tactical chances even in the end game, maybe for perpetual. So this is something which actually was a wise decision by White.
So a positional player thinks, oh, that was not a good way to exchange the bishops. That was a bad bishop, but a kind of attacking player sees a weak king.
So knight g8 is the point in some positions. Okay, he took h6. But okay, still, long-term queen can maybe do some damage.
Right. So this one looking good. Let's quickly check the top board clash between Peter Aksh. Oh my God. He's actually played a brilliant game, I must say here. Because after bishop takes b7 where we left off, he just put his king on f8.
Oh, this knight is beautiful on d3.
Exactly. Somehow Black is just under control.
Yeah, but this still can
this
go
can turn
wrong.
around.
Yeah, because there are many unprotected pieces. You know, I'm saying always that 3 tactical shots, the pin, unprotected piece, and double attack is right behind the corner. And it's here you can go wrong. You push some pawn, suddenly you leave your unprotected piece, and then double attack comes.
Amazing. Okay, and this one, I think, is perhaps over because White has complete control. The f7 pawn is falling. I believe it's White is deciding.
But hang on, if Black takes, so what's the
no, but
concept?
it's White to move.
White to move.
It takes f7 and rook e2.
Yeah, sorry.
E takes f7.
Yeah, then it's over.
There's even better.
Rook f7 probably.
King
to take
e5.
knight 7.
And also king e5 is very, very strong, just coming in. So all these moves looking really good here. Going to Peter Lizak versus Yuri Volkovsky. I think if Yuri manages to win this, rook d1, there's a knight a2 check which was missed. Can Black find it? It would be...
yeah, I think he can easily go with that. Knight a2. Yeah.
So that's...
Because his last move was knight b4, and he tried knight a2. Oh, no.
So it was missed there.
Yeah.
I think it's easy to miss such moves.
Yeah.
And finally on the last board, ooh,
How the bishop got there?
So allowed h6. This is what you were commentating.
right.
So allowing h6, but usually then you should go bishop f8, not to allow this.
So basically you say that in this position h6 should be...
h6, but bishop f8, you should prepare it. So knight f8 was a mistake. You should prepare bishop f8, and then you push either h6 or you allow it. But
So
bishop
here,
should go to
this,
f8.
this and
h6.
h6.
Yeah.
you
Could
have
have
a
been
strong-
better.
Yeah, and now, of course, it looks very dangerous, but still it's not simply to make a breakthrough, even if you sacrifice. This
Right.
is how you should play this position.
But he went with the knight and then
And now this h6, bishop g5, I
Yeah.
think it's just,
Yeah,
as you
y-
mentioned, Sagar, sorry, okay, it will be a masterpiece.
yeah, I agree with that. And well, in chess, usually the side who attacks the king is in much big favor, because like on the queen side, you start to attack, you push the spawns, you got a lot of space advantage, but still the king is on the other side of the board. And guys, let's take a moment. This is not very often happening, but we have all the pieces lined up on the G file. There's no any empty square on this file.
You see,
Wow.
you
Oh,
see,
that's so
eye
nice.
for eye for like
That's
details.
so
I have
nice.
memory, but Katie has
Good eye.
this aesthetical, yeah. Eye.
Very beautiful. Okay, so this is right now looking very bad for Gia Derek here, but let's go quickly and check this position. By the way, for all the people who are tuning in online, we are covering the semi-finals and finals of the World Corporate Championships. Along with me are two amazing commentators and personalities in the world of chess, WGM Keti Satsalashvili and GM Aloysius Yankovic. He's actually a grandmaster, also the vice president of European Chess Union, and also has popularized chess so much in Croatia and in Europe. So it's a I think it's first time you are on ChessBase India. I
Yes,
think Katie has been there before.
I'm usual, usual guest
I'm
here.
first time. Thanks for the invitation, Sagar. Of course, I'm following your work closely, and you're right. I'm trying to promote chess in Europe, but what you are doing in India and around the globe, it's fantastic. So congratulations for
Thank
that.
you. It's very kind of you. Meanwhile, Onishchuk Vladimir seems to be slightly better here. It's his kind of positions, yeah, these ones.
If he managed to exchange the queens, then that exchange of bishops was not great. So queen f4 maybe will come. So he's calculating. Will he play queen f4 at some stage? Not immediately, maybe first to exchange rooks. Or he goes for knight d4, which is also
Nice one.
a good option.
You don't take that.
And
nice.
guys, you can learn a lot from this game to see how black is defending at the start, but then slowly overtaking.
Oh, I can lose this kind of positions with white because I found no interest to play. There's no tactic, nothing. And I'm just waiting my opponent to, get better position and win.
If I can add just one detail, beware of this knight on c3. A knight on c3 in those structure when there is a pawn on e4 and black's pawn on c6 completely dominates this knight. So the main problem of white's position is that this knight on c3 is clumsy. So if this knight could be on like c4, it will be completely different evaluation.
Oh, how about knight a2, knight c1, knight d3, attack the pawn on e5.
Yeah.
This is kind of...
White
this-
needs to maneuver it. This
Yeah,
knight is an
plenty.
issue now.
Oh, he goes another knight, knight
Okay.
h2, knight to g4. This is the kind of move that Hikaru loves to play in the blitz games. He always goes knight h2, knight g4, or knight h7, knight g5 with black. And he kind of likes this knight to be on g4.
By the way, he broke a record, right? Now on chess.com.
Yeah,
I think
highest.
He's
some
done, now
34,
close to
50
Yeah,
or-
yeah.
Yeah, amazing. And what I find amazing about Hikaru is not just breaking records, but playing chess every day. It's crazy. Oh, by the way, Grinev is better here in this endgame if he finds the move rook to c7. And by the way, the camera angle that we have shows Greco's top board, Vladimir Onishchuk, on the right side of your screen.
Yeah, very, very successful grandmaster. I remember him playing a lot of games. And then he disappeared, Sagar. And we
Yes.
know why he
Yeah,
disappeared.
exactly. But
We
I
found
think
him.
his peak, I think, was 2660. So
Yeah.
believe me,
Yeah.
that was Really
He's very
strong
good,
player.
very strong. By the way, guys, look at this end game. It's actually very instructive. If this happens, we have a pawn end game where it's a complete race, and somehow black is able to draw it with both sides queening.
Collects on f2, right? So promotes queen a2, queen f2 probably.
Check, take here, and then this will fall.
Yes, yes.
Wow. So can he find? Oh, it's happening. It's happening. That's so amazing. Grinev must be a bit unhappy. He had a big edge here to play rook c7 and win the game. But unfortunately, he went for this move, and Laguno was so alert with this entire sequence. The position went exactly as we did.
Yes.
And it is going to be a draw here.
Yeah, we have them on the camera. You see, board number 2. They are
Yes.
like executing the moves. The race is sort of over. Onischuk just made the move as well. Yeah, queen a2, and he will collect on f2, and that's enough.
But we have to also just mention that the participants of this event just arrived a day before the tournament started, right? And you have a huge jet lag. You are tired, exhausted after like 17 hours, 15 hours, if not more, of travel. And they have to play every day at 9:50. You know, and then still the quality.
But come
of
on,
the
when
game are
Sagar is
great.
following the tournament, so he's always jet lagged, but he's always commentating for 6 hours without a break.
I think
so
commentating a bit easier than
never
playing.
mind.
Yeah.
It's not, if you haven't tried, it's not easy to speak for 4 or 5 hours. So come on, I also appreciate that.
No, this is, by the way, incredible that all the players have gotten up and are fighting here. But it seems very likely that we are going to get a Morgan Stanley versus Greco finals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that
we're
for
going
me
there.
is a very exciting finals. I don't know who's going to win there. It's well matched, yeah? They did not play in the group stage because they were in different groups. Correct?
And this is fair
Yeah,
because they deserve to be in finals.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's have it.
Oh, several games have been finished
Yes,
already.
we have some results. Joshua Sheng did beat Ravi Khanna on board 2. So Morgan Stanley gets that point. Peter Lizak also converted on board 3 for Morgan Stanley. We have here completely winning position for Moscovich. So Morgan Stanley would score the 3rd point. On top board, Peter Aksh is also converting it. So they are going to make another 4-0 in this one. Meanwhile, the match between Deloitte and Greco is closer than what happened in first one. Although Onischuk is better here and he might be able to convert this. It's not easy, this end game.
Yeah, but you have this pawn on d4. This is long-term advantage. Then you also have to somehow put your pieces together. This is knight on h4 there, another knight on d1. That's what he's doing. And look at this. Black is trying to create another pass pawn on the
And he's
queen side.
successful.
Oh, 2 pass pawns. That's
Yeah.
a big danger.
This is
Masterpiece by
Oh,
Black.
d3,
Masterpiece
just
by
locking the
Black.
bishop on f1. Oh, that's too brutal.
well, amazing play by Vladimir Onischuk. Now warming up for the finals there. Meanwhile, a good result for the team of Deloitte. They got 1 draw on board 2. On board number 3, we see 2 queens on the board. So Greco is going to win this one. No
Is it?
perpetual.
Yes.
No. Oh, the
The king is running out. So that's not happening. And on the final board,
The game has been finished.
it's over. Alexei Mali managed to beat Thornstein Dottir. So that means it'll be 3.5-half. Onischuk won his game. So the only game that's going on perhaps is this one. But I think the black... Oh!
that,
that
you
was
know
a
what
nice
is
play.
that? You know, in
That was
English
such-
always works, yeah?
So if white was... black was careless and
Yeah.
moved the
Yeah.
king,
You take
suddenly white is the one pushing.
I love it.
Cheapos.
Cheapos. It works in when you play online.
And so there we have it, guys. It's done and dusted right now. 3.5-half for the Greco team there. And also for Morgan Stanley, it's 4-0. Which means, guys, we are into the finals with Morgan Stanley versus Greco. Do you guys have... do you think someone is a favorite in this matchup?
I don't know. I would maybe go for Greco.
Okay.
In terms of what they were like performing prior to the finals, but yeah, I think that Morgan is also quite capable to win. Come on, they can even win with like higher margins, so you never know.
Yeah, and also I see in this match, I see sudden death might happen.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be so
Yeah,
exciting.
I see that.
And we have some time. There will be a break, I believe.
So as we're just taking, we don't have sudden death in this match. Then
Oh, there's
the
no
next
sudden
match,
death in this one? Ah, no, not
No,
yet,
no,
yes.
it was in the schedule. So at
The
this
final
point, what we
starts at?
have, the final starts at 11:30.
So we have around 35 minutes.
35 minutes. But I think it can be also if both players, both teams are agreeing, they can start right away.
Oh.
But they need to set up the pieces, the board, and.
So we
they
will
have
get
to-
an update. Perhaps you will
We can
check
check
with
with
the
We can check
arbiter
it. Yes.
if this is going to
Yeah, we can
start
check with
soon.
We can check with the chief arbiter, Laurent.
Oh, we
Yes.
have already the information. They're very fast. This is so
Oh, 11.
11:05.
So
Yeah.
in
Very good.
10 minutes, we are going to start. So we could talk for a bit. I was
Yes.
actually very, very impressed to see Demis Hassabis playing in the European Corporate Championship.
Yeah, we kind of miss him here because he's a fantastic person and very strong player. We actually played with him several games and very strong FIDE master, 2350, I think. Hopefully, we're gonna have him next year because, yeah, why not? He loves to play chess, but I think it was kind of crossing each other, right? These two events.
Okay, no, it started prior to a few days prior to this one, but anyway, it's good. It's good that there were some companies who are not present here, and they exist. So the names, those popular persons who are involved in chess, it's something which I think it's a big value for us. We have also in the corporate world, we have guys like Peter Thiel from PayPal. Also, Kenneth Rogov.
Peter Thiel plays chess?
Yeah, and he's something like 2200.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
So
know.
there are a lot of like important personalities in corporate world who are quite successful. I believe that slowly we will attract them. Because the point is, for example, chess.com has more than 200 million,
Yes.
while registered players, FIDE, and federations are much less. So there are people existing, but we haven't involved them yet. So I believe with these corporate events that we will slowly get that community present at our events and visible, which
Yeah.
I think is crucial.
In fact,
Yeah.
Amruta has sent a message on the chat. She will join us soon.
Yes.
She says Tech Mahindra is organizing the Global Chess League next month in Mumbai. Google sponsored the World Championships. More corporates are sponsoring chess, which is super amazing. So that is actually also a wonderful thing for the world of chess. When these companies start to sort of be active in chess, they would find more opportunities to support more initiatives.
Yeah, as I said, for employees, it's very valuable, and they will start to connect more, and they will hang on. They will do something which is useful for them, because chess for sure sharpens their brain, which I think for companies is very important. And you mentioned Tech Mahindra. Katie was deeply involved in the first 2 years. It was
together.
Dubai, and then you. I was visiting last year in London.
Yes.
I think that was a huge success. I think everyone followed this. There were
Will you
drama.
come to Mumbai as well?
I
Say
cannot,
yes.
Yes, I cannot be on the lot of places simultaneously. I'm going to European Rapid and Blitz right afterwards. I got invited to London Classic. So, but anyway, it's good for chess. It's not important am I around or not. It's important that we have that kind of things. In India now, it's a serious boom, and now I think companies will follow.
Yes.
So I see a bright future for chess.
Yeah, and what's very important, the companies, they play chess. They already have this chess culture in their own companies. We have not discovered each other, and there is some obstacle like between us. But slowly, this is actually the third edition and already so successful. And hopefully we're going to have more and more.
Actually, in the chat, Jack says PwC will take part next year.
Very good.
So
Big Four, we will have a big four fight. So let's bring Ernst & Young and others.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's amazing. As Katie, you mentioned that there is already a corporate culture. Chess is involved. What will follow is probably with some more chess sets in their premises, in their office. But as I said, I would love to see CEOs coming, that they feel this energy, that they are behind the budgets, so that they also afford it and support their employees, because I believe that this will something which will benefit them in future.
Yeah, you guys in New York, right after the second World Chess Corporate, we got invited to Meta office.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and like I was like, oh yes, I will be visiting, because like I wanted to know how to get more followers on Instagram to learn the algorithm. But what I learned instead of that was that they have internal system of rating.
Oh.
They have their own rating.
Their own rating?
Yes.
For chess?
Yes.
Wow.
So what they're doing, it's a huge company. So we had Instagram and Facebook offices. And basically what they do, they play over the board and they have to register their games, their results, and they have a system to calculate the rating. So this is actually
And they also have many players, yeah, in Meta?
Oh, a lot of players. I don't exactly remember the number, but it was like pretty impressive. And also in their office, which is really wonderful in New York, a lot of space. They have chess each floor, almost each room. There's always a chessboard, and this is such a nice also tool to socialize and relax a little bit.
It's amazing.
Yeah, how I see it now. So chess and business exists. Now I think it's very important from decision makers to support promotional activities, what you are doing, guys, also to gather them with some good events. And yeah, I'm sure that we will make a serious breakthrough there.
Brilliant.
Yeah, because without promotion, without some conferences about chess and business, without some master classes like we had here, I think this is something we need to do.
But Aloysia, you might have started some chess in some companies, like maybe you might have approached certain companies. How does one company which has certain chess players begin? Like, what's the starting point? What should they do? Should they create a room for chess? Should they create an online club for like an internal group? How does it work?
Yeah, I know that there is one unicorn in Croatia. There are only two in Croatia, and they just put the chess set. So a bit, I don't know, in breaks, that employees who are maybe having a break for a lunch, that they can play or eat and watch or something. Suddenly, this place became a place of gathering.
Oh, nice.
So just first of all, maybe to get some, okay, you know that some companies, they have even gym, they have some space, I don't know, to play table tennis, I don't know, pool or something. So it's, I think, very good to get chess sets. Also, maybe, as you mentioned, to have one person involved who will make some chess online club. But what I heard from Deloitte, that when they were like applying for a job, they needed to input point of interest, and chess was big, in big portion chess was present, and then that was the way how they got feedback. So
That's so cool.
They got feedback. Chess, and you know those companies, they have internal networks. They can scan, they can check how many people are there. So suddenly they start sending them emails. So they have the system how to involve them.
Actually, I don't know how is it possible to have a? We don't have microphone and the camera, right now.
Right now we don't, but maybe someone, if they want to talk, they can come here.
Yeah,
Yes, of
because
course.
we have here. There are the representatives of the participants, some
in the break.
companies.
Yes.
Yeah,
Let's
we
do it
can
in
do
the break.
it. Yeah,
We can do it in the
maybe,
break with, it would be amazing. We have members of, is it JP Morgan
Yeah,
team?
JP Morgan, and JP
So
Morgan,
nice
and
to
they
see
have
you
a
guys.
chess club. So yeah, we can
Maybe
actually
you
talk
can
about
share
that.
your experience of how you started the club and so on. That would be very cool for some, maybe in the break after this
Yeah.
first round. Thank you.
We are delighted of being here, and your commentary for us, at least for me, is really. I always see your streamings. I always follow all your content. Being here for me is like a dream.
Thank you.
Don't say everything immediately. Say it here when you come.
Oh, that's fantastic.
But I do have a suggestion, which maybe I can tell you afterwards,
Yeah.
because I don't think it's completely fair that this company Greco is playing, because they are just 20 employees and they have many title players.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's discuss this a little,
Yeah,
bit,
yeah.
little bit later.
Well, this is actually like.
I think we should. Do you think we should? Do you think I should go over the microphone, or maybe just?
Maybe later on we can discuss this if because the finals is about to just begin.
Yes,
The
yes,
players
yes.
are
Oh,
sitting.
it's already fine.
Just to be very short, I think.
You can use the mic so that people
Hello?
online can hear. Yes.
Yeah, my name is Agustin Ambrosi. I'm from JP Morgan. I think maybe it would be a great idea to have at least companies with 100 more employees or something where all the names of the companies are well known to everybody. Because in some cases it may happen that a team is very, very strong with too few employees and too many grandmasters, and that is kind of suspicious, right? And for example, in the first, I won't say suspicious. I mean, it would be a bit more fair for big companies to have all same big companies. For example, in the previous edition, there was these chess-related companies. For example, Chess Mood, Chessify, I think it was Chessable too. And of course, they won because everybody is a grandmaster there. Their contents, their revenue come from chess-related activities. So I think it was very good idea to exclude those type of companies now. And now pretty much all of us are a big company, except for a few exceptions. And
Yeah,
we
okay,
were a bit unlucky that we were in the same group.
You were very close to
And we
qualifying.
were very close.
Yeah.
And we would have loved to be playing today. And why? Because of your commentary.
No, that's very kind
That
of
would
you.
be,
Yeah,
that would be
we'll
like
comment your
a
games.
dream
We
come
will-
true, you
But
know?
we will
I go
comment
to-
your games next year.
I go to YouTube,
Yeah.
I see you commenting my name. Oh man, I'm missing that. I can't
Yeah.
believe it.
We will comment next
Yeah,
year.
yeah.
Now final
The games
set.
have started, but it is so important to have a feedback from the participants, and for sure it will be.
You're doing a
from-
great job. I'm delighted to be here, and
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
very, very
you so
happy
much.
to be
Thank
here.
you. All right, guys, it started. Is it a finals
Yes.
or
So
what?
Onichuk is playing something completely different. No, I'm joking. Of course, he's playing all the time the same thing. So it's G6, D6, and he's really an expert in this Pierce defense.
Right. And let's go.
You know
this
what Parham Maksudlu said? Pierce, either you love it or you hate it. Yeah.
Which group are you in?
Which side?
Which side are you?
Okay, actually, I'm more
There's a
maybe.
third side as
yeah,
well.
I could maybe play it. I love it.
I also love it. What about you? I think you might not be on the same side.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely. I'm on the other side. I like to play against them.
Come on, join us, Getty.
Not yet. Not ready.
Okay, so first game is going this way. The second one here is between Joshua Sheng, who's playing with the black pieces, against Valery Grinev.
This is this Bishop G4, which is popular line in King's India. Now everyone plays this. So you go early Bishop G4, and you take on F3. Yep. Okay, this is known line.
I don't know if you should have taken with the bishop here,
That's
right? Like
possible,
why to take with the queen when it allows this tactic and you lose your key bishop on E3?
White wants to go for maybe some solid position, trying to get into opposite color's bishop, but this is now dream position for black. You're right, Sagar.
Yeah.
Because in Onichuk's game, to achieve this, you need to invest a lot of energy to get into this position, and he
Right.
got it for free.
Absolutely. So good news for Joshua Sheng and Morgan Stanley here. They have a good position on board 2. Going to Peter Lizak versus Sergey Pavlov. This one has
He's like his
started.
classical player. He plays Caro, he plays this stuff with white, solid stuff. So he's very classical player.
Yes, so he plays
So
this.
which position he can have in company then, if he's that kind of profile?
Oh, that's-
Accounting.
Yeah, I think I am very curious to know what role he's
Positions.
playing in Morgan
Actually,
We
Stanley.
have the
we have it.
information.
Maybe we can reveal if it's.
And
And
on
who plays Pirts? He is in sales, huh? Or maybe marketing.
yeah, maybe
That's a very good question for today's
Yeah.
quiz. We can put it.
Okay, this is accounting again. Auditing maybe.
and perhaps this one with. By the way, Gabor Samsoskozy had not played in the first encounter, so he's come in as a fresh energy for
Okay.
Morgan Stanley here, and he has played an interesting English here, by the way, Mali, and now knight to e5, perhaps attacking the c4 pawn.
Yeah, and if you go b3, he takes on d4 and then knight c6. This is the concept,
Ah, correct.
probably.
And then bishop e3, e5, right?
Yeah, that kind of
Try
stuff.
to come here.
Or he can wait, maybe bishop f5 or something, bishop d7. Something. White is better, but he will play slowly.
Right, so b3 on the board here, and this is looking very solid. This match right now, we have the bars at the bottom of our screen. If we see Peter Aksh, slightly better for Morgan Stanley. We have Joshua Sheng, who's also slightly better. So good news for Morgan Stanley on both boards 1 and 2. And then we have, actually they are not in one line, all the 4 bars. Peter Lizak is at number 4, and that one is equal. And we have Mali and Gabor, so slightly better position for the white pieces. So Greco is doing well on board 4. This is going to be a very, very close finals, guys. It's very difficult to know who will win this.
You guys, you asked Peter Lizak position.
Yes.
Yes.
He is vice president in Budapest.
Budapest
Oh,
office.
wow.
Okay,
Office.
Budapest office.
Okay.
That's so nice. Actually, I would love to meet him, you know.
We're now quiet, right?
The thing is, I
Okay.
was playing with him in this closed round robin tournament in Kekshkamet. And at that point, he was like a full-time chess player and so on. And now he's reached like the vice president. It's so cool.
You played in Ketchkemet?
Yes.
Ah, very interesting. Those was like all tournaments, round robin.
Exactly.
All style.
First Saturday and Kekshkamet, those 2 events.
Cool, cool, cool. So here, okay, once again, how Onischuk is playing, you can learn a lot with this queen c7, and then he postponing e5 a bit, but e5 will happen.
But when he plays e5, do you think like White's idea is to go queen d6 and trade the queens?
It is, but even if white goes for it, black is safe. Even that line. If white takes, black takes on d6, even that line is solid for black, but then, of course, to win the game is not so simple.
He does play e5. And I think this rook c1 move was just to defend this. Could be that take, and I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would love, in the e4 pawn is hanging, I would love to play knight b1 c3
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah. This is the typical idea. So as I said, whole black's concept is against the knight on c3. If the knight is somewhere else, the whole idea is not great for black.
Oh, he goes
Bishop
bishop
c5, I don't believe in that move.
But bd6 is coming in.
Bishop
how about
f8,
Queen
bishop
E3,
f8.
Queen E3, bishop B6 idea, or it's too slow?
Which
So
one?
bishop
Okay.
f8,
Oh,
but
queen
then you take in queen d6, maybe bishop f8. No, bishop f8 can be played.
So take,
Maybe even with a king.
and then are we a bit worried here about the attack
No.
or not really?
Not really.
Uh-huh.
It's possible, of course it's possible. But he will play that kind of thing. And you know, the engine tends to give you an advantage because you're the one pushing. But long term, it's easier to play it with black. And I've seen so many games where white lost.
Okay. Very interesting. I'm actually curious to see how this game turns out to be. Let's look at Joshua Sheng here, who's playing with the black pieces. He sacrificed his queen?
Oh, how that's happened?
Wow. So knight to d5, knight e5, queen f4. He played queen d8, c5, and what a cool move. d takes c5, and here, that's wonderful play by black actually.
Wow. It's all the correct, the
Yeah.
first lines of engine.
Joshua Sheng is in
Maybe
his
this
element.
c4 was not necessary. I'm not sure about that move. Yeah, in this position. I'm not sure. Maybe he could have
Just
gone
double,
slowly,
yeah?
double of the d file or something. Maybe c4 helps white a bit. But okay, I understand the logics. He wants to,
Create a
yeah.
pass pawn on the. I think Joshua Sheng is the player who has won, I think, all the games in this tournament.
Really?
He is a power of Morgan Stanley. Yeah,
Wow.
great power.
And actually, he's from the US. Yeah, I would love
Yes.
to know because, you know, since I've started playing chess, but I mean, covering chess, I haven't heard his name. So maybe he's not been playing for quite a long time. So him playing so well is amazing.
What can be his position?
You
I
already
know,
found it.
I know, yes, I know.
I think he must be a developer. Is that correct?
Developing things in the opening.
Is it right?
Did you just get laughed, giggled? What about you?
No, I'm not sure, but I don't know. He can be some analyst.
He is a broker, investment advisor.
Okay.
We were close.
Okay, so
we were
that
very
means
close.
broker.
Not so.
Okay. If broker, then maybe he's executing good plans. But if
Yeah, he's
he's an
playing really
investor,
well.
then maybe he's ready to take some risk.
Exactly, he's taking good risks here and calculated risks in the
Yeah.
position with his knight very firmly placed. Although trading this might not have been the smartest
But
of ideas.
he's a trader.
Yeah. He has to trade. That's a good one. And by the way, white has a very cool move here, e5, sort of attacking this way. And if you defend it with b5, then f4, and suddenly the bishop is a bit closed. Could get exciting here.
You can also push somewhere f5 to look for some counterplay because
yes.
you have rook, queen, bishop also can get on d3. That might be a counterplay for white.
All three results are possible now
Right.
in this position.
And let's have the game of Peter Lizak. Oh, he's doing well here. He's doing well. He's putting pressure on the long diagonal here. And also, by the way, the threat is d4, yeah, to trap the bishop.
Yeah. That's the trap. By the way, we're focusing the final, of
Yes.
course, the final match.
Should we
but
also look at the third
we
place?
also have, as you want, but we also have the matchup for the third place. And in this competition, we're going to have the medals and the podium for 3 teams.
Okay, so let's
awesome.
quickly check here. Deloitte versus Google fighting for third place. Right now on board 1, Deloitte has a good position. On board number 2, it's even. That's very cool for Google because clearly Ravi is lower rated than his opponent. On board number 3, we have Deloitte.
On-chain. This is fabulous.
Oh
this
my
is
God.
fabulous.
It's like 5 pawns in a row. So here as well, we have Deloitte on the offensive. And on the final board here, we have Google, who's doing well with the white pieces. So close encounter here for third place. Not a one-way stream.
I think very, very close matchups, both of them.
Yeah,
Very
Armageddons are possible.
Okay. And
very nice.
let's get back to the top board where Aloise was of this opinion that it looks very, very good. I mean, not good, but at least looks fine for black.
Yeah, it
But-
looks better for white than it is in practice. This is the point. It looks like very unpleasant for black, but long term, you will see now that Peter will start burning some time. It's not so simple to make a breakthrough.
But white's position, at least for the engines,
It's
feels
much better.
amazing.
What, +1, right?
Plus
But-
1.5.
But some plans coming or not?
Knight b1 suggested. Will he play it?
No.
Knight
If
B3,
knight
knight
b1 will be played, then I'm readjusting my evaluation.
Because knight b1, c3, knight
Knight
a3, bring the bishop
Yeah.
back, knight c4.
This is better
I
for
like
white.
it.
This is no question. So if knight b1 will be played and knight reroutes,
Yeah.
then I'm changing my
We have to
evaluation.
Oh, he plays it.
Yeah. Now white is better. Now
Peter
white
Arch.
is better.
We
Bravo.
got the plus.
He is very good player.
He's
Oh,
playing
wow.
like Anatoly Karpov, yeah?
Yeah,
Knight
yeah.
b1 here.
Yeah.
Beautiful move.
Beautiful.
And there's no
beautiful.
knight a2 business here. The bishop covers that square. Perfect harmony. Let's see if Vladimir Onischuk can hold this for Team Greco. Not easy.
But this is very instructive for our viewers. When you have this knight on c3 against c6, it can happen in Philidor, it can happen in pairs, it can happen even in King's Indian. This rerouting is very important.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So, good news for here Morgan Stanley, but board 2. Oh, Morgan Stanley is in control here completely. Joshua Sheng has look at this. Powerful bishop, 2 rooks and 3 pawns.
Everything protects each
Okay,
other.
so he invested very well.
Yeah, he traded everything well. His rooks are
now
good.
his stocks are raising.
Absolutely.
Wow, I love
Yeah,
this
some
position.
blue chip, I feel.
But what's the plan, guys? How he will start to roll?
Push
Is it
the
B4,
pawn.
B3, B2?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Let's get it rolling. Although white can create counterplay with f5 and do something on the f line. Oh, tactics.
Also, black can do some funny business on the first run, because so far white's king is not safest.
Yeah, it's just important if white can create some counterplay towards the black king, but I don't see it in.
Will black go here? And rook f2, rook c2?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That seems like game over, Ketty here. So big news, yeah. If you have an advantage on board 1, winning position on board 2. Let's see where Greco's point is coming from. Oh, maybe Pavlov Sergey has
Hang on.
gotten a decent
Why
position.
d4? Hang on.
He stopped d4 himself.
No,
because
but
there was a threat.
that was a mistake, I believe.
Yeah.
So here,
He had to be
any
bold.
move, something.
Maybe he had to
Not easy
take
to
this
find.
pawn, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say that I don't see it. Let's say that I play something like bishop to e5 or knight e5 or something. I think that
Yeah, bishop e5 was
bishop
also a
e5
decent
is
move.
classical. That will be played like Ponomarev and someone. Normal, yeah, slightly
Just
better
drop
for
the
white.
bishop there in the
Yeah.
center. You know?
But why is d4 so bad?
No, but now it allows this bishop f5 to become active. Knight can go to e4. Suddenly all black's pieces are active.
Bishop c on c3 is also not so
I think that was for strategical point, a mistake. Of course, still it's playable for white, but now black can get a relief.
Okay, Greco, some good news for Greco on board 3, but what about the... Oh my goodness. Alexei Mali is doing the job for Team Greco here. White is clearly better. The last move was snatching the c4 pawn. Are there tactics? Can I simply not take the knight? What's happening? Maybe
But if
not.
I take the knight, what's the...
Oh, I understand. Basically, bishop d2 was trapping the queen, yeah?
Guys, let's
No,
take a
queen is
moment
attacked.
and
Queen-
say
queen is
that
attacked.
queen is trapped.
This is trapped enemy.
I am quite stupid. The queen is already attacked.
You are not stupid, but of course you
Please
want
don't
to
say
blind.
that.
No, you want to take it in 2 pieces here, to be sure that you are taking the queen.
How this happened?
No, but this queen raid was bad. I
Yeah.
think queen should have stayed on d8. So, yeah, in this position you just wait. You don't go to b4.
And actually, the queen got trapped by its own piece here because the knight kind of
Yeah.
blocked it. Oof,
I think that
brutal.
If Tanya is here, do you know what she would say?
Oh my god.
Not approved.
Not approved.
Yes. We don't approve this queen trap.
So right now, if we look, the scores are 0-0, but it surely looks like Greco will get 1 point here. Quickly going to board number 1, knight b1. Onischuk went back. Knight
no,
d2.
he will sell his skin not so cheap.
By the way, guys, look at this tactic. It's so beautiful. He didn't find it, but knight takes e5, bishop takes e5, and now...
Oh, bishop f7, queen c4.
No, come on, but this is hard. Knight goes to e6.
Oh, queen...
Yeah, knight goes to e6. This is not simple. So what's
it's
the point
actually
here?
queen f3?
Ooh.
Queen f3.
Doesn't even make sense, right?
I will criticize Peter later not to find this simple.
Yeah, well,
in Blitz,
come?
not to find this sequence. No, this is really bad.
This is-
He's out of shape. Come
He
on,
plays
95. Who thinks about 95 queen f3? Come on.
Too tough. So couldn't, I think it's difficult for even our players at the World Cup tie
Yes.
breaks to find it.
Yeah.
Knight e6, queen g4 here, and look at this. You were absolutely right.
so
Black
simple.
is taking over slowly. Oh, but by the way, there was some insane move here. Queen d8.
Queen.
You want knight h5.
And then with putting pressure here.
Yeah, but this is where our engines are super strong. Unprotected pieces. I'm saying unprotected pieces are all the pieces which are not protected by the pawn. When you have a piece which is not protected by the pawn, there is always tactics around. And the engines are here like fabulously good, but for human it's not so simple to see, but at least to feel it. There are unprotected pieces
And backward
around.
move.
Yeah.
So tough, yeah, to find this.
Wow.
But he went forward, and now white is back in the game, but...
What he can?
Oh,
Can
yeah.
he do queen d8?
Yes! Queen d8, double
attack,
attack!
yeah, unprotected piece, double
But
attack.
it's so difficult to do
I
backward.
love this movement.
Yeah,
It's
I
such a
like
beautiful move.
I like it.
They said that Bobby Fischer can sometimes, in their analysis for World Championship match 72, they made analysis and a file that he can miss backwards, long moves with the queen, especially backwards.
Right.
Yeah.
So now the game has become very, very intense here. Any three results are possible. Meanwhile, Joshua Sheng, well, he's reliable there. He's reliably winning on board number 2 for Morgan Stanley. On board 3, Peter Lizak is fighting back after getting a slightly inferior position. That's good to see. While on board 4, a very good position for the team of Greco.
Yeah, nice C7 in game over, right?
Yeah, this is over because you are already piece up.
Yeah, Christensen have this Queen's Indian, he played Bishop D6 and blunder Queen D1, Knight H5, a big mistake.
Wasn't
This
it?
is what
Who
I'm
was the
talking.
opponent?
Christensen versus Karpov.
Christiansen.
Karpov lost in 9 moves or something like that. I can maybe even D4, knight C4, knight F3, B6. I will tell you which move was that. So D4, knight F6.
Which move was it? Like 25.
Yes, absolutely. The bishop, I think, was on D3.
Next year
there.
you play in the final.
Wild card from Aloysia.
Come on.
So
Approved quality.
Queen A6 played here. Suddenly, black is just in control. This is what the Greco team wanted because they were getting in trouble on board 1, 2, and at least on the 1 and 2. But now it seems like they are back on board 1. And look at Peter Aksh. He's trying to get his queen in. The pawns are all weak. What is up with Vladimir Onishchuk? Yeah, he just converts it at the end.
Yeah, look the time situation for white. 14 seconds against 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's low on time.
Directors up, can we have the top view of the playing hall to just see there? Yeah, there we see one game has been completed. By the way, Joshua Sheng did win. So 1-0 to Morgan Stanley right now. And
What do you think? Will he get a better condition in his company when he goes back? Okay, he can maybe negotiate. Yeah, come on.
yeah, getting that crucial first win is so important. So
Maybe at least few days off. Yeah. But actually, what happened? There was a tournament when this happened. No, there was some kind of a tennis tournament, and there was a husband of a tennis player, and somehow they said that he will return, and suddenly they said you got a day off. Your boss approves. There was a tweet or something like this. Here, maybe this will happen the same. So you
Nice.
don't need to hurry to get back to your work.
nice. Can spend couple of more days in Goa here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
If
meanwhile-
boss is following.
Peter Lizak has gotten a decent position here with the white pieces, but with such low time, you cannot be super accurate. Although Pavlov is on his last few seconds. Oh, knight A6.
Queen
B7 is hanging.
Yeah, D5 is hanging. Everything is hanging. Bishop D5. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
I think
this-
he took the bishop, which was wrong, because white basically doesn't need this bishop when this happened. So bishop was on C3.
On C3, yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to take this bishop.
You shouldn't have.
At this position.
Keep
Yeah,
it.
you don't take this bishop, because this bishop you can lock it with F6. You don't need this bishop. And now the white has this quite a solid position, which is known.
Oh, I love this knight.
Knight
piece.
C1.
Wow.
Again, rerouting. Knight B1 today in two
Twice,
games.
yeah.
In 2 games, Knight
Both
B1.
very good.
Okay, so very good here, and going to again the top board clash.
Whoa.
What's happening here?
He's kind of converting this
Yeah,
smoothly
and
now.
Onishchuk is a little bit better blitz player. So Peter doesn't feel so comfortable.
2 seconds. 1.
Yeah, he's
Is it timeout?
We will see a handshake.
No, he takes here on, he plays c5.
Only 1 second.
Because if he would have taken the knight, there was c5 attacking the knight. And, oh, it's not a good
Probably king f7.
King
then.
f7. King f7.
BD6.
King f7.
Okay, so
probably.
king f7
Yeah, wins.
would have been...
Or king h7.
Oh, there's rook d6 perhaps, but maybe rook f8 is
You
just
can
simple.
take, yeah.
Rook e6.
Yeah.
Or I can take, yeah.
But
Wow.
in
this
the
is
game...
this is additional bonus points for
Yes.
for you
Yeah.
for the next
You are
year.
collecting miles. You are collecting miles. Senator status you will get.
And now +6 for black. Yeah, this is done. Onishchuk will win here. And then moving to Peter Lizak. This game is moving back and forth.
Okay, still it's possible to misplay it, but it looks like easy
A
win.
lot of nerves on the seconds. Anything can happen.
No, but is it over? No. It should be over.
3.
I'm
No,
actually,
they're playing. I see
they're
the
playing.
move now.
Yeah.
Yeah, our bottom.
But they made a few moves here. So rook f1. This is how the position was reached. a6. Okay, completely in control is white here. And although white is an exchange down, but look at this. Oof.
Oh,
Stings
beautiful.
bishop. Stings rook.
Yeah, the rook is almost trapped there.
Oh, look at that nice hit.
Beautiful.
And probably this white will not even take that rook.
And by the way, on top board, we have the result. Vladimir Onishchuk has won, giving Greco 1 point. 1 win for Morgan Stanley makes it 1-1. And then Peter Lizak wins, making it 2-1 for Morgan Stanley. So all down to this final game here. If Mali from Greco wins, it will be a 2-2 draw.
Okay, this is winning, but not so simple.
Not easy, yeah?
It reminds me of European Club last year, Nihal Sarin versus Korobov, but there was a queen. The position was bishop and a queen versus bishop and 4 pawns. And actually, it was not so simple to win. And Nihal actually didn't find a plan, but he won the game only because of a blunder of Korobov. Here, okay, g4 is coming. White is winning, but we might get a rook and a bishop, and then no break for us. Possible.
But I think this would be really cool if somehow, Mali manages to convert this with white and then equalize the score for the team. That's such a good feeling. I mean, all the team members will be focused on this game at this point. You can see Onishchuk, by the way, looking at this
Yes.
board.
From
He's like,
distance.
please win.
Not
He's
leaving.
not even moving. He's just sitting there.
But I feel bad for Ach because he played a very good game, and that actually somehow misplayed.
Yeah, I think time played a role in that one. And by the way, just
what's
to tell
happening?
you guys that we have in the third place battle, Deloitte winning game 1, 2, 3 and 3-1. So Google getting 1 point back in board 4. So 3-1 victory to Deloitte.
Okay, quite convenient.
Yes.
Quite convenient. So here, will white convert? It's not so simple. Black will just move around with the rook. So it won't be so simple at all.
It will not. Should we get the rook?
So engine
Oh,
says
with-
+2, right? Almost +3. I
with
see.
extra piece. Yeah, that's not so simple.
Not easy. What should be white's strategy here? Generally to attack a weakness, right? This is a weakness.
So maybe to get the rook on this 7th rank.
Like
I also
this.
like g4 move, trying to create
Another weakness.
Yeah,
Or a
weakness.
passed pawn. So if you take, I can create a passer.
Yeah.
Or else I can take and create an h5 weakness.
Yeah. but
Probably you
also-
will get the passer anyway, so maybe I should take on g4 to liquidate a bit.
Ooh, e5. That seems
E5?
not so good, yeah?
Because now the 5 pawn will also be a weakness. If I take the pawn on e5, king takes c5, and then f4.
And then g5, and then I think slowly.
And for white, it's perfect to have open position and all the pawns on the light square, as
Right.
bishop can attack.
Right.
Oh,
But still, it's not so
well,
simple.
this is very good, right?
Yeah.
Now the pawn on e5 is just hanging.
Oh, nice.
He
So
just won the pawn.
king d2 and bishop c2. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I think then white converts this one pretty smoothly.
It will be shorter game than we thought.
So it'll be 2-2. And then whoever wins the next match is the champion.
Wins, yeah, if again 2-2, then we're gonna have sudden death.
Wow.
Yes.
I mean, you know, you generally would expect World Corporate Championship to be like, you know, exciting, but not so much. I mean, this is turning into like the tie breaks of the World Cup,
Yes.
you know?
Exactly. Or Global Chess League,
Yeah.
famous Biere versus Sindarov game.
Yeah.
With the card game, I remember. Yeah,
exactly.
we had the card game that we were playing some card games before. Yeah.
By the way, this is done here. Victory for Mali here. So 2-2 is the score going into the second match in the finals. 10+3 time control. The players will be back for the third place. It's Deloitte who won against Google. So they are now very close to getting the bronze medal here. I think the next round will start pretty soon, yes? Katie?
Yes, it's gonna start right away, and I have to leave you guys because I have to
Oh.
do the final video
Okay.
recap. But before that, I just want to quickly do the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this commentary. I love this place.
Yes, Amruta, you can join.
Yeah, Maruta.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, Katie, thanks for joining.
Thank you
Yes.
so much, Katie. It was amazing. Is this your last day in India? Or are you there for another
I
2
don't
days?
I don't even think about this because, like, to be very, very honest, this is the first time ever for 8 years that I'm doing commentary that I enjoy long chess tournaments because we have a lot of events like World Cups, right, which last for a month. And this is the first time. I love it.
Wow.
I enjoyed so much to be here. Goa is amazing. Food is amazing. People is awesome. We had, of course, very nice games here. A lots of ups and downs. But in general, like, I really don't think about me leaving because it's going to be I'm going to think about this in the plane when I will not have any more chance. But to answer to your question, today and tomorrow I'm going to have a day off. This is the only day off I'm going to have, and I'm going to be using that going outside, seeing a
Goa.
lot of things, eating more food. So yeah, it has been fantastic for me. No bed bugs, guys. Like, no, absolutely not. Everything was just good. The weather fantastic, and I'm so happy that I'm coming back to India twice actually in few months.
Oh, you'll come to Mumbai for the Global Chess League that's happening
Yes.
in December.
Yes, for that, my favorite event. And I'm coming back for my friend's wedding, my very first Indian chess wedding.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah,
Srinath's
yes,
wedding
yes,
in
yes.
next year.
Yes,
It's the
yes.
start of it. Wow.
And I have 1 year visa for India, so I think I will be visiting very often because,
Wow.
like, I have to use this opportunity to, like, thank people who follows me on social media. Those are the most kindest people, and also it was such a great thing to meet them in person. And yeah, I think Sagar, this is basically because you, Amruta, and the whole ChessBase India team, you created this atmosphere here in this chess society.
So kind of you.
I think we have to blame you and then thank
Approved.
you as well.
Approved.
Approved. Okay, guys, enjoy the last games, and I'll be around.
Thank you, Katie. Thank
Thanks,
you so
Katie.
much
Thank you.
for being here, and we had so much fun as the last game is about to begin, and maybe Amruta will join us here for the last one. It'll be a lot of fun to commentate this together. And how has been your experience, Aloise? You are like really putting a lot of effort into sort of bringing this event together. Are you liking this entire thing? How it's turned out to be the World Corporate Chess Championship?
No, I love it a lot. I think also we should mention that efforts of Lukas Turley, he's communicated with players, trying to bring some stars. Yesterday we had Pragnananda, and what impressed me that the way how Pragnananda behaved, he was there to answer questions. He made ceremonial moves on all 6 boards. He was checking the game, checking the position, hanging on. That means that also top players, they understand that it's very important to support these World Corporate events. And words of Prague, and how he mentioned that he expects some more Indian companies. He immediately spotted Tech Mahindra. Yeah, so I believe that this is a really, really great event. I feel so nice here, and actually we all do feel the love we are getting from your people, and I think playing hall is fabulous. Also, I mentioned design around the resort, but also outside you will find many billboards. Everything is in colors, work up. So also corporate. So I believe that the design and everything is marketing is fantastic.
Amazing. Yeah, thank you. That's very true. I think, Amruta, you were in the chat and you were saying which companies would next like to participate. I do have a feeling that more and more Indian companies will become part of this World Corporate event next year, yeah, and maybe
because
across
I think
the globe.
many people were like, oh, we have this, how can we play, so they don't know exactly how to get qualified. Here we have already 11 teams which qualified. So it is...
Actually, 8 teams, I think, qualified, and 4 teams got wild cards.
Which is fine. Regarding that topic, that we should maybe restrict companies with less than 100 employees, I would maybe go in different direction. I would maybe put separate categories for like bigger entities and smaller entities, and then to give awards and prizes for that.
Already there is some restriction, like if from your total turnover, certain percentage comes from chess activities, then you cannot participate, right?
Yeah, I understand, but as I said, I
mean that is already there, right?
Yeah, there is, but this is in terms of chess companies, but in terms of probably the point is that if you have like smaller company and then suddenly you hire a grandmaster, you will do it easily in some smaller company, make it like with the point to participate strongly in this event, while for bigger companies they don't do it probably. Correct. So they won't go into that direction. But as I said, I would maybe make some, if we make this event bigger and bigger, then we can make like separate group. And the point is, for example, like I'm organizing some chess events, you want to challenge someone similar like you. You don't want to play versus grandmaster if you are 2100, or you don't want to play versus 2100 if you are like a beginner. So I think to find a balance that people think that there is a chance, and in sports it's always important that there is a chance of winning. I think that we can all have a win-win situation.
Actually, that's a good idea, because imagine chess.com is playing, ChessBase India is playing, FIDE, everybody has such strong players.
That's not allowed anymore,
it should not be allowed, and this is the best. Also, we have strong players here. I mean, maybe...
But Amruta, they are actually working in the company in full-time roles. So, I mean, it's...
That's great. Yeah. And in fact, that is the whole thing. So many chess players who have left chess, later, whenever they appear for interviews, when you have chess in your profile, it always has a very positive outlook over there for people who hire. So I think it's an important thing, guys. If you're playing chess, keep playing chess. Even as a hobby, it's a great idea.
Yeah, chess is a hobby for all lifetime, and of course we will try to find a way how to balance, how to get you involved. For example, that event in US, Shagar, you were playing against someone who is like similar level,
exactly.
And this is what...
If I had to face Caruana, perhaps I would have just resigned, like there was no chance, but with Levy, there's always chances.
And that was fantastic.
Right.
Okay, yeah.
And the players have now taken seats there for the third place match. I think some of the players from Deloitte are yet to come, and from Google, but look at the Morgan Stanley team that we have here, and also the Greco team. It was a 2-2 finish in the first game, first sort of matchup, and now the second one will be very, very exciting to see if this will be going in a decisive way, or in case of another 2-2, we will then go into a sudden death, which I'm actually rooting for.
Yeah, everyone is rooting for sudden death. Just to remind our viewers that we will have a closing ceremony scheduled at 1:30. We will have some board prizes. Yeah, so it will be also very interesting part of this tournament.
Yeah, and also yesterday there was a party, everybody got together, everybody met. In fact, I met somebody who is playing from Google, Ravi Khanna, who used to be in my brother's age group, and they have played together quite a lot. So it's interesting to find them after so many years. Pretty cool tournament.
Yeah, that's all about that. We get people who left a bit chess in terms of competition, but they're still active maybe online, then they can come from 1 or 2 tournaments a year, and it was great to see them around.
Yeah, and Amruta, I actually saw that Peter Lizak, whom I played exactly, I think around 15 years ago, has now become the vice president of Morgan Stanley in Budapest.
Wow.
So, it's also cool. He's there playing on third board here for Morgan Stanley team. So
That is amazing. And I think, guys, all of you who really want to have a tournament in your company, you should make sure to talk to whoever you can and make it happen.
Yeah. Yek says balancing corporate work and chess not easy. Chess becomes rusty. That's true. I agree. It's never easy to find time for chess amidst all your work commitments that you have. Perhaps that's why it's important to have maybe some chess club in the...
But
yeah.
I know few people who are struggling during their job, and they are tired in the evening, for example, after a long day in the office. They have some dates some things to fulfill, and they play a chess game. So they are very tired. It's evening. Instead of, I don't know, like taking something or I don't know, going out, they just play a few games online, and suddenly their brain is again
nice.
ready to do a job.
So chess is rest for many people.
Yeah, yeah. By
Okay.
the way, games have begun here. Onishchuk does play again his favorite opening, which is the Reti system, castles.
Fianchetto is always around, King's Fianchetto. He doesn't play anything else. But now we have copy-paste. Oh,
Oh, rookie one.
rookie one.
I mean, D5 should be played here, yeah?
Okay, but then
Stopping
he
E4.
plays this D3 and he's black, and he's happy with this.
But his opponent played D6.
Yeah, now he won't go D4.
He will go E4.
Yes.
Wow. Okay,
But
so
it's nice to see that kind of mindset, that he has his own repertoire, own favorite openings, and he sticks to his guns.
right. Is he a lawyer?
Who?
Greco. I mean, Onishchuk, because it's a law firm, right? Greco.
Yeah, I heard that he's involved in
Right.
legal department.
It's nice on the panel we have one grandmaster over here
Yeah.
and one international master who is not a grandmaster.
No, I mean, it's amazing. Today I got to understand the incredible wealth of knowledge that Aloise has, because, every time a position comes up, he's able to quote a game, and it's very interesting. I mean, this knowledge. Do you also train students, or?
Yeah, I do something, but I'm commentating a lot of events, and I was present at some events, so I recall some games. I was there in the playing hall watching the top players. I was never top. I was maybe around 200, 150 in the world. But I have a good memory, and I think the chess helps. And I believe, Sagar, you and Amruta as well, you remember some situation, you know a lot about private life of players and so on. So I believe that chess really helps
Right.
in terms of memory, which
Wow.
is very useful to be also in corporate world.
Absolutely.
That you have good memory, that you remember things, you to remember your colleagues.
Yeah.
Guys,
Well
also
said.
follow Alois. I think you have a YouTube channel as well, so it would be
Yeah,
a lot
it
to
called?
learn.
Yeah, I have a Croatian TV. This is the thing. I have a Croatian TV every Saturday prime time. I have small chess commentary, 20 minutes, and it lasts for last 10 years. So it's on Croatian. So I have my YouTube channel only on Croatian because I want to give them like content for a former Yugoslavian market. But maybe I will switch to English and to one stage. And then maybe I will attract some people, I don't know, from Iceland, maybe from Poland. Okay, I'm joking. We are actually accompanied by the FIDE General Secretary, Lukas Turle. As I mentioned him many times, he's doing a great job here, inviting players to visit us, taking care of all the details. And we have Gunnar Björnsson from Iceland, Icelandic Chess Federation, and my colleague, Vice President of ECU, who is taking care also of all those details, helping arbiters regarding scheduling, regarding organizing the rounds and everything. So these guys are really doing a great job along with Mattia, who is there to help with technical stuff.
No, thank you so
you.
much for coming here and organizing this event. It is so exciting, this finals, because so well balanced, both the teams. 2-2 is the score. Right now on board 1, we see a position that is maybe slightly better for Vladimir Onischuk. But I want to get your thoughts on the second board game. Joshua Sheng actually played an incredible first game to beat Valery Grinev. Is he doing well in game 2 right now?
My opinion here that we will in next 5 moves, we will clarify the situation a lot. So either black will have a normal sound position or he will get crushed if he makes some mistake. I don't know, Amruta, do you share that opinion?
I completely agree. I love those pawns for white. Like, he is completely fearless here.
He's completely fearless, but somehow black has struck in the center and white wins a pawn.
And
maybe
G6 maybe is coming.
G6,
With yeah, so who knows?
Okay, so here, very exciting position. Let's go to Pavlov versus Lizak here. And yeah, early days in this game, yeah, not much has happened, but it seems like white gained some space with this move C5 and black is trying to fight back with B6.
Very inconvenient. This C5, to play it in Catalan, usually you stay with the pawn on C4, you don't go C5, but it's very concrete. Knight E5 probably is a very good move. E4 is coming, but he sacks a pawn on D4. Knight D4 is possible.
Oh,
then
but
E3
do we have
trick.
E3?
E3 trick.
Yes, double
and this
attack.
is very nice detail. This is Alekhine style. Alekhine would make a move with positional goal, but approved by tactics.
Nice.
Tactical means.
So nice move here by Pavlov. And let's go to the last board. We have Alexei versus Gabor here. B4. I'm not a big fan of this move. Creating weaknesses on C3, C4. Like,
Why is it such a big positional mistake that the engine absolutely hates this move?
Because pawns tends not to go backwards. So once you push them, and you know that is famous quote for Petrosyan that in the Dutch defense, F5, F7 is the best move in many positions. But unfortunately,
I love that.
it won't work.
yeah, I think white would love to put the pawn back on B2 right now.
Yeah.
Because black's plan with rook C8 and putting pressure here seems quite straightforward. So actually, Greco could get a second, like Mali had won, equalized. It was 2-1 in the favor of Morgan Stanley and he equalized the score. And now maybe he'll do it again for his team.
Yeah, now black, you know, usually in Cairo, you are like stable, you go out of the opening, but you're waiting for somewhere to find a counterplay. Here he got it for free. He at least know, C file is where I play.
Right. So by the way, I have to ask Alois, who do you think is the favorite right now in this matchup? Because let's look at this position, maybe around equal here.
It's
This
open
one-
Sicilian, no? How do you say equal to an open Sicilian position?
Correct, Amruta, right, you're right.
I mean, just in terms of like possibilities, we don't know who will win it.
That.
Kind of.
So first board, let's say level.
Yeah,
Slightly
level.
better for white. But here I said it will be either will be fantastic for black or he will get crashed. Now long castle will come at some stage. G6. This is a complete mess.
Yeah, it's still not so clarified. Yeah, who
Yeah.
will come out on top? And on board 3, maybe white is slightly better here.
Yeah, agree.
So that means that Greco is doing well on this board, and this one black is better. So I would say a small edge in this match to Greco right now.
If it would be classical chess. If it would be classical chess, we could say Greco is having a small edge. But in rapid, things are getting more like equal, more unclear.
Exactly. Let's quickly go. And by the way, we also have the third place match between Deloitte and Google. And by the way, we have a new player in Google, Arunawa, who's playing. He didn't play 3 matches today, but now he's here. And well, it's equal on board 1. It's also even on board 2 perhaps here. Very complicated game. I'm not going too deeply into it. Just to give you an idea that whether Google has any chance, because Deloitte won the first game. And here I think Deloitte is doing very well in this board. And also at this point, maybe there's some chance for Google to fight back.
Board 3 is critical, the one you just showed.
Yeah.
If their white managed to hold somehow, then there is a chance for Google. But this looks very grim.
Very
No,
difficult.
positionally,
This
it's the
is-
typical Alapen
yeah.
kind of a structure which black
This is
better,
dream
yeah?
position. Alekhine would be very happy. Now, if he's watching us from somewhere, then he would be very, very happy about this position.
Okay, going to the top board clash. Peter Aksh versus Onishchuk here. Knight comes back to b3. How does white kind of... I mean, white is trying to put the knight here. If black ever takes, the e file opens up, pressure on e7. So black needs to do something.
The point is of white to go c3. That's why he jumps to d5. He wants to lock the bishop
Nice.
activity.
That's
And
so
then after e6, he can take, but he can also go to f4, and then c3 is coming. This is typical how they play this position. So they move the knight and then play c3. But the problem for Peter is that if they're getting lower on time, that Onishchuk is becoming a bigger favorite.
Correct. Yeah.
So
He's maintained the time quite well. It's 5 minutes for both sides at this point.
c3, I'm surprised.
Wow, c3, yeah, is very similar structure in both the games, yeah, a little bit. Like Peter Aksh played c3 in the last one. Here, Onishchuk plays it. Going to the Grinev versus
What's this?
Sheng game.
Black
Whoa.
is
Now
taking
black
on.
black is great.
Because the h4 pawn is also weak. But look at black's pawns.
All
Although
4
black-
isolated. No, I'd still find it, practically easier for white to play maybe.
So Shagar, for some cruise in Greece, those pawns, those islands would be very nice, huh?
Exactly. And also the thing is, black is a piece up right now. And white is threatening mate in 1. Rook d8 check is coming in. Oh.
Which won't be blundered.
Bishop e7 takes on e4. But where is the compensation for the missing piece? What's happening? Oh, queen g3. What a move there by Joshua Sheng. He's a trader, Amruta by profession, and he's actually trading the pieces quite well.
Yes.
But what about e5 over here, stopping the mate?
But can we not go queen h3
Yeah,
and
then king
enter
goes
here?
to d7. Maybe queen c6 first. Why not queen c6 immediately?
You mean coming back, yeah? Here for black.
Queen c6,
Queen
yeah.
c6.
And now we will play this position. He will push h. With some tactics, he will try to push.
Wow, but the thing is, white still has a lot of compensation in spite of being a piece down.
Because
That
there is no move for black. So what black plays?
So
It's
after
unclear
queen-
what black. His bishop d8 allows some rook d6, not immediately, but maybe later. So what is the next move of black?
I guess rook f8, no, it doesn't help or?
But allows maybe h5,
H5,
and
H6.
h6, then it's something additional.
Interesting.
Very interesting position.
Very
this
nice.
is one of the World Cup positions. Really.
Yeah, this is super exciting. I think this game might be the deciding one in the matchup. Going to the third board, Peter Lizak is under some pressure now. White has, look at this. White's pawns are looking tremendous.
This was the same game, right? Where B4 was not the good move? Or
No,
was
this
it
one was
other
the
one?
95. This was this 95 trick.
95.
95
Oh,
trick.
94
Yeah.
E3.
Now it's like marvelous strategy from White. I never seen this before. That's in this Catalan stuff that suddenly C5 is a game changer.
Wow. So Pavlov, really good play by him. And on the last board, maybe White got something at least rolling, not like terribly passive position. That's good.
Yeah, but regarding Gabor, I think if he wants to improve, he should recheck the play of his play in this game, because sometimes you need to wait a bit, not just to give your opponent all the motives, because now Black got something which is not easy to achieve. You need to outplay your opponent to get this position with Black, but here he got it for free.
Right. And now a big threat.
It reminds me of Aronian versus Arjun yesterday.
Oh.
with the knight here, yeah?
Yeah, bishop and queen.
True. And by the way, G3 needs to be played here. White's position is filled with weak squares everywhere.
And
This must be a lot of pressure on them. Like, I mean, they are representing their companies and
Yes.
it's a championship round.
And
Not
to go
so
back
easy,
home
yeah?
as the world champions is a nice feeling, you know? So you want to win it.
And this knight on the rim, how they say knight on the rim is a dim, this knight on A3 is really bad.
Right.
He needs to reroute it very quickly. This knight is restricted. Bishop can be in the corner, but usually knight must go to the center.
So Black is doing well over here. Sagar, let's go to the first game again. Maybe
Yeah.
Peter.
Onishchuk now really pressing against Peter Aksh. A nice weakness has been created on the E6 square. The knight can jump in, the rook can jump in here.
But the bishop on C1, do you think it never moved until now?
It must have moved, I guess.
Yeah, but this is what I was telling. I'm giving advice to viewers. So knights, why knights, as Capablanca has made that rule. First you need to go out with knights, then with the bishop. Why? Because knight, they need to find the square to be active. On B1, G1, they're bad. While bishop can be active on C1, maybe controlling the diagonal, attacking something. So with bishops, you can stay a little bit later, you can stay on your initial square, but with knights, you need to come out. So
Right.
this is the main thing.
Yes.
And there were
Wow.
famous Botvinnik bishops on D1, E1, when he would get a bishop pair and then retreat his bishop just to keep them safe, not to be exchanged, and then slowly exchange rooks and push with the king.
Right. So nicely explained there. Meanwhile, we have a scorecard on the bottom of our screen. That was the first encounter that had. So it's a match of two encounters between the teams. So first one between Greco and Morgan Stanley ended in 2-2. Director Saab, if we can make the score right now 0-0, because it's the second match that's going on, and Google Deloitte was actually a victory for Deloitte, 3-1 if I'm not mistaken. So maybe with that also we can make it for now 0, because the second match up has begun and it's actually heating up. Now it's in the last 5 to 7 minutes that we will be finding the world corporate champion.
Yeah, what we were commentating, you won first match 4-0, and then you lose it by a half-point margin, is the same.
Yes.
So it's not important how highly you win.
Exactly. You just have to score half a point more than your opposing team. C4 played here by Onishchuk. He's doing this beautifully here. I think Peter Aksh is going to find super difficult. But one thing that's going well for Peter is an extra minute on the clock.
Yeah, because now Onishchuk got in not like his autopilot position. So this is something new for him, and then he's burning time. If this was like this classical position where he just maneuvers his pieces in a fixed structure, this is a new structure for him.
True.
That's why he's spending some more time, while Black is waiting.
Right.
And the B pawn is just a passer, no? Like, whereas the
Yeah.
E7 is such a backward
I
pawn.
mean, you
So
put
for
the
white,
knight here and then B4, B5.
extremely comfortable, and also Onishchuk is such an experienced player. So
Yeah, looking good there. And here, ooh, this game, I think this might be the game of the tournament, yeah, perhaps.
Correct. Very tough to play with both sides. I can imagine myself sweating with both pieces. It's really hard. It's really hard to play this one.
You know what, Alois? Look at this move. You can take on G7.
No, really?
Wow.
Because
You
if
joking?
Rook takes G7, Rook D8
Come
is
on.
a mate.
Come on, this is this deflection overloaded piece, as I was commentating 2 days ago, when you have piece which is protecting something, and then this piece is restricted, it cannot move as normally, and then you can deflect it.
Yeah.
So the queen G7 is really nice.
But why is Joshua thinking here? I think with queen e5, that's what he meant, right?
Yeah, Joshua is thinking. He was also shaking his head somehow. If you saw him in the... I think he feels like maybe he's not able to finish this game. Maybe they repeated already twice. Look at this. He did play Rook D6, check. It's repeated,
Oh,
and he
he's
doesn't
missed
know.
queen g7.
I mean, it's not a miss. It's still equal, but it's something you want to continue. You don't know what will happen with your team. Should
It's
you...
like
hang
draw
on,
for-
queen e8.
yeah.
After queen G7, queen e8.
Exactly.
And then I take on G5. This is probably what he is.
Exactly. Queen e8 is a beautiful defense. Then you need to take here and look at this endgame, which is absolutely crazy. It looks like white pawns are strong, but somehow
No, come on. This
Yeah.
is tough.
Practically,
you
I
can
think we
even
cannot-
lose. You
yeah.
can lose this game
You
with
can
white.
lose.
Yeah, this is not something you
No,
enter.
this you
No,
avoid.
no. Engines will
So
say
draw.
that. Yeah.
draw needs to be taken here, but Joshua doesn't know because he has to look at other boards. And on the other boards, the problem is his teammate is right now in trouble on board 1. So he cannot take a draw there. And then on board number 3, he's looking and he's seeing his teammate is in trouble on this board. So actually
Oh,
speaking,
it's a hard decision.
yeah, on the 4th board, he sees perhaps, so the Greco team is better on 3 boards.
Hang on. So exchange knights. Okay, this is a good sign for white at least.
So you're saying some chances for Morgan
Yes,
Stanley
yes,
here.
There is some small chances to hold. But as I said, I want to emphasize something that it's not easy when you are in heat of battle. You had a really tough position. I'm speaking about Schengen. Suddenly you need to check other games and calculate.
Yeah.
This is very tough. You can get completely wrong.
And he has 1 minute now.
Yeah.
Oh, he repeated thrice.
No, I think it's.
Oh, they drew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very tough to realize what you should do.
I think a
It was a
great game.
practical, practical decision also.
Yeah, but now, what about
Because at
Morgan
work he
Stanley's
needs to
chance?
take practical decisions, Sagar.
I know he has to take practical decisions, but here, perhaps Morgan Stanley might lose this and Greco might take this home. Look at Onishchuk. He's as solid as a rock with that knight on c6, pawn on b5. Like, what a game by him under pressure.
Yeah, but Sagar, it's not easy to win this one. Take a look. You're a little bit stuck. You have pieces on fantastic positions, but where do you make a breakthrough? So I'm not surprised that he will start to make some neutral moves, pseudo-active. It's not so simple.
Not so easy, yeah. Okay, so, and this one, what about Peter Lizak's game against Pavlov? Is there any chance for black here, or is white completely in control?
But this bishop is really bad on c8. Oof. This bishop is completely dominated.
Yeah, this is very bad. Just some hope with a5,
Yeah.
bishop a6,
Yeah.
if he can get that one, but the pawn on c6. What a pawn
But
that is.
okay, anything
Yeah,
can.
A5 has knight B5 always. No, C6 is hanging.
Yeah.
So but you can't
Not
progress.
so simple,
Yeah?
not so simple. And on the last board, we have again Greco doing well for now, but this could be something where a draw could happen. d5 pushed, okay. Maybe not so sure. Let's
Okay,
see.
he will be 2 pawns down.
Mhm.
Queen a5 and taking on d5.
But queen a5, rook c4, queen d5.
d5, yeah.
Yeah, that's happening.
Rook c8.
Oh, you mean,
Rook c8, hang
that's a
on.
nice tactic.
Hang on.
That's
but
a nice
moves a
tactic.
king. King to h7 probably.
But then I can chop and do this.
No, I can take on d8 and then on b7.
Oh, take on d8. Yeah, that's
yeah,
much
that's even
better.
better. I take on d8.
And then some
So-
hopes for a draw.
Yeah. So maybe there is something else. But
I-
okay, this is something.
Oh, he took a bad decision here.
Okay,
Takes-
this he will lose this. He didn't see rook c8.
He played like what I did, yeah. So that was not
I
a
think
good.
he's playing on white's time, maybe.
No, but
No,
Amrita, there
it
is a
is
3-second
also- yeah.
increment here.
But now it's lost. Rook wins without king. You just push b6, rook b4, a4, b5, rook b3, a3. You just
Autopilot.
yeah.
It's on autopilot
Yeah.
here, so he's winning. And so that means Greco will get the point here. What about this board? Again.
Oh, Nishchuk's game. Look at
What
that.
happened? What happened?
Peter Axe is better.
Oh, Peter Axe
Yeah, I
comes
told
back.
you. I
What?
told you. It's not so simple. Not so simple.
he's
He's winning.
What?
What-
No,
what
he didn't
changed?
play. Come on. Oh, he missed d takes c4, knight b7. What's happening?
Bishop
C6,
C6,
he missed.
check.
Completely winning.
Peter
Tables are
Axe.
turned. No,
What
now
the
it's
hell?
totally winning. But as I said,
Morgan's-
I'm not surprised. I'm
That's
not surprised.
amazing. Yeah, that was a great call there. And it means that now Morgan Stanley will get 1 point here. They are, of course, worse on the other two boards. So still Greco in control, but one wrong decision.
We have a
on
result
board.
on the last board.
Yes, we have a result
So
here.
black won, I believe.
Yes, black
Okay.
won. So it's 1.5 in the favor of Greco right now. Everything hinges on first and third board now. I think Morgan Stanley will win on board 1. But, oh, what happened here? It's kind of some error. He went knight d6, rook g7, and perhaps white is coming back.
Yeah, so bishop f8 was no. Hang on. What was needed? Instead of yeah, something
instead
was
of here,
needed.
maybe there was some
No, but I don't know what.
not so easy. Knight d8, rook g7. Yeah, not so simple.
This is not. Let's stay here for a moment and get the live board.
Okay.
So what's going on?
King d6.
Okay, still two pieces are too strong. But white is counting that black will spend some time to collect this b6 pawn because it tangles a bit. But what a game!
Oh, this is amazing. And if Peter Axe wins, then all that needs to happen is a draw on this board. Is it happening?
But you know, with two pieces against a rook, it's always so easier in time pressure, no?
Hang on. His long time is he overstepped?
Which one? Board 1?
Board three.
board
Zero, 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 zero. Yeah, did his flag fall?
What happened?
No way.
Go to
Did
board
Peter
three.
Lizak win?
Board three.
Sir, board
Let's
three.
break the board.
No. It was victory for Pavlov. Pavlov won on board 3. It's
Ah.
a victory.
So then it's over, right?
Oh, it's done actually. Even if Peter Axe manages to win this, it will be 2.5, 1.5 victory for Greco.
Let's go to match number for number 2.
You mean number 3 spot?
No, other match to see for
Third spot.
For bronze.
So for bronze right now, it seems like on this board, winning position for Deloitte. On the board number 2, we have, Google is doing well here. Google is doing well. And already Deloitte scored 1 point. And on the last board, we have an equal position. So can actually Google turn this around for themselves? I don't know. Let's go to board number 2 for now. This is winning position.
What's going on here? I cannot even. Looks like
Four
some kind of
knights.
study. Looks like a study we need to
He
solve.
loses the rook or
No,
what?
no, it's defended.
But what kind of an endgame is this? Is this
We
even
will
winning?
have two knights versus a pawn. And you know the zone. Hang on, I need to recall. I think this is winning zone. So
H4
H4.
is the- H4
No,
is
it's
the
winning.
pawn.
It should be winning.
But how do you get it? Because you,
Exchange pair of rooks, and then he will sacrifice the knight.
yeah.
At some stage, he will sacrifice the knight to H5. But
He should take it now. Because this is interesting. Take, check, king g8.
yeah, but let's say that the knight is somewhere else. Let's take go knight H5, go knight king G8. Let's say king G8.
Yeah, this is winning.
Yeah, and then knight goes to D3 and to F4.
Wow.
Because the pawn is behind the zone.
Yeah.
But
Finally, there will be a checkmate, which otherwise is not possible.
meanwhile, on board number 1, Onishchuk won. Can you believe
How
it?
is this possible?
Onishchuk won, ending the finals 3.5 in the favor of Greco. Meanwhile,
Congratulations for the winners. What to
Oh
say?
yeah, Greco are the world corporate
champions.
chess champions. Wow, that's
and the third place has been won by Deloitte because they did win the first match and it's already 2-0 in their favor. So Deloitte gets the third place and the second place goes to Morgan Stanley.
Yeah. Congratulations to the winners. Yeah, all 3 places. But as I said, I think everyone who participated, don't forget that 8 teams qualified to finals. So they are here with a reason.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think everyone who participates here is a winner, and he'll bring something back to his company and to his home.
And they were also so happy to play in the same hall as the World Cup. I think it was a big thing. Everybody is super excited here. They've been playing chess on chessboards here and there. Great environment and
Not
a great
just
step
watching top players play, but hanging on with them. With Aronian last night, it was like he was open. He was showing games to everyone there. Played against them. Also others, Yakuboev, so Hampi was there.
Yeah.
So I think that was memorable. Peter Leko, and so on.
So nice. Actually, last night near midnight, Peter Leko had a very nice hanging out with the team of JP Morgan, I believe, and he was showing this end game, or maybe it was some other team. They were showing some beautiful end game of Donchenko versus.
at 1 a.m. he can
Le
be.
Quang, right?
Yes,
Le
Le
Quang,
Quang Liam. It was
super fresh,
amazing.
yeah. So I believe that I will now go
Yes.
to check.
You have to also get ready for the closing ceremony.
Yes, exactly.
which is
Actually, by
there.
the way, this position is not so simple. It's impossible even to lose. So if you stay and you will follow a bit, it
We
can
will,
be.
we will.
But now it's
King G8,
King
only
G8,
move.
and it should be fine. Anyway, Sagar and Amruta, thanks for
No.
having me.
Thank you for coming. It was such a pleasure commentating with
Absolutely.
you.
Yeah, I will stay here for more like 7 more days.
Oh, wow.
So maybe we will have a time to.
Yeah, you should join us sometime.
I will.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you're doing a great job. I believe that viewers are very happy, so just keep up.
Thank you. A big round of applause to Aloise here, not just organizing this event, but also joining us in commentary. Was great fun.
I know the way he can explain some stuff, break it down with stories. Really enjoyed.
And Amruta, what a way to end this championship, right? A knight versus rook endgame where everyone's keenly following it. And, well,
After the yesterday party night, I think this night is ready to stay up as long as needed.
yes.
And yesterday the inaugural move for the game was made in World Corporate Chess by
Pragnananda.
Yeah, I was going to ask who to the chat, but yes, Pragnananda, which was very sweet of him.
Yeah, that was very cool.
I love that scene over here. One final game is going on and everybody else is watching that. The results are done. We know who are the champions. Greco has won the event, but I always love this part, Sagar.
Yes.
So many ups and downs, that happen in such a tournament. And because we're also watching the World Cup, we can see that 2700s who are so regularly playing chess, the ups and downs are going to be much lesser. And that's what chess is about. You need to be in touch. You need to be in very regular practice, fitness, good food, good sleep, good life. So many things have to come together.
Yeah, I agree, Amruta. It's not at all easy
Sir,
to
have
be a
you
professional player.
Have you lost with the knight against the rook anytime?
No, I think it's quite simple though. To
And
hold
they are
this.
international masters, so maybe I think
Yeah,
he'll
and right
easily
now,
manage.
Amruta, Deloitte has won. So in a way, Lagunov could take a draw and just say like, okay, but he has a knight and Google has a rook. So basically, Google is trying to say, can we get that one win for our team, which would be a nice, memorable one.
You know how Ritwar is prepared against Rafael?
How?
By Googling about him.
Nice one. Oh, there's a big threat here coming in to give a check and pick up the knight, which is there. And yeah, Amrita, this is a very, very beautiful event that comes to an end. And it was like a very last moment decision that we made to stream the semi-finals and finals. And actually, I enjoyed it a lot. I didn't realize that we would have so much fun.
I know, and I think even Katie was here earlier. I was looking at the games. They were pretty interesting. There were opening ideas as well. Strong players, yes, Sagar. I mean, I don't think it's so easy to get into the
No, they were very
world,
nice
like
tactics.
Top 8.
In fact, I'm thinking
I
of
love
adding
that
some
Queen
tactics.
G7 move. I
No,
think even the
Queen
chat went
G7,
crazy.
also this backward move, there were, I'll show you later, there were some great tactics. And
I hope more in the companies, a club in a company is the perfect idea, as you
Amruta,
mentioned.
it's ended. The game has ended. I think it would have ended in a draw. That's my feeling.
Yeah, because everything looks calm. If somebody would have lost, he would have quickly got up. And no, but this is corporate chess, and I think they're all very friendly in general. So it's a nice atmosphere.
Yeah, and big shout out here to our team of Nordwin Gaming, Samay Bhai, who woke up very early to come here and to stream this. So thank you so much. And I think that kind of ends our stream for today, guys. We have the champions. Greco Law Firm is the champion of the World Corporate Championships 2025. The second place, the silver medal, went to Morgan Stanley, and the third place goes to Deloitte. Some great companies there, Amruta. And we have a final super chat.
By Rahul Naik, he says, Sagar sir, hope you got the painting yesterday. Had to leave the fun zone early to catch the bus. Thank you, Harshit Bhai, for passing the gift to you. Thank you for all learning and memorable days.
Is this the one?
No, I think it's the one which you got in the room. Photo.
That's a photo, not a painting. This one, I guess.
Okay, maybe Rahul has to confirm. But both are amazing. But
thank you. It's
thank
very
you
nice.
so much. And I'm going to make sure, Sagar, that after I go back, I'm going to tell all my friends who are working in corporates that you have to take a chessboard with you on some weekend and convince all your friends to start playing chess.
Yes, and convince the company to have a chess club.
Yes, I think that is a must.
Or even if not chess club, one chessboard in the premises so that people can start playing chess.
Okay, and what if they don't work?
What if they work and then they work better because of it?
Yeah, there can also be some ideas over there. It's very inspiring, and I think when you want to work on something very creative, you need inspiration, and that matters the most.
Right. And Amruta Stormbreaker, I think, says, are you telling me for last 4 years I work in corporate world and my organization never told me there is World Corporate Chess Championship?
Yes, that's what we are telling you.
And so go and try to find out more about it. Next year in 2026, you can be a part of the World Corporate Championship organized by FIDE. Your company could become the world champion if you decide to start a chess club, find some like-minded players and train together. For now, this is Sagar.
Yeah, and if you're in Mumbai, maybe we help you.
Yes, I mean, if you are in Mumbai, then for sure we would love to meet you, but also you can meet all of us at a big event that's happening in Mumbai. The Global Chess League is coming in the end of December, like 13th to 24th of December in Mumbai. So do come there and it will be amazing. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.